start.
Hi, James's mom.
Hello, James's mom.
Hi, James's
Should we just
mom.
name this stream James's mum?
Podcast for James's mom.
All right. Welcome back to the game, the Juego, the D&D Central Epic, and it is becoming epic. I think an epic is a good word to use to describe it. For last time's session alone, where you just stomped in and just slaughtered everything, it was the most efficient clear out I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then we saw the bad guy and the final boss, and we were like, yeah, let's take a breather.
Yeah, let's take a break. Let's
take a nap.
Yeah, let's just take a breather here. I'll say
let's slay these big oafs first and sleep in there.
Yeah.
We slayed the big things. I was opening a chest.
Yes, that's fun. We should do that.
Everybody in? I'm missing a Deanna in Roll20.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm entering now. I was sitting on the enter page and I don't know why I didn't go in, but
no dramas, my friend. And you are my very dear friend, and I miss you terribly. Let's begin. Last time, the Dysfunctionals, after a series of discussions and intense, as Zendron would call it, drama, decided to stay in the service of the Trine Temple and journeyed forth about roughly northwestish to the nearby cave system beyond the ring of ancient statues where you found the dire goose and geese and Stanley. Above which you found and followed a column of smoke rising from a cavern opening out over the deep plunge into the plains of the Uth Empire below. Smoke rose and ancient arcane energies resound around this cave formation, forming a strange underground river. After discovering that your companion Arthrin had gone on ahead of you last night and tracking him down, discovering that he was kidnapped by orcs, you pressed on, destroying them completely, almost in their own shit, and rescuing Arthrin. You made your careful way through the strange maelstrom at the center of this ancient cavern, defeating all manner of beasts. You discovered that at the heart of this cavern hid out a group of goblinoid dragon kobolds, led by a large draconic figure, caring for what appeared to be a very young red dragon hatchling. Before engaging in any combat, though, you chose to back up and took shelter in an adjacent chamber, where a mysterious chest awaited you amidst the bodies of two sleeping, well, now dead, ogres. We had left off just as somebody was opening it. Who is it?
It was me.
Mm-hmm.
You pull open the chest, and you reveal, immediately, a short sword. It's resting on a set of... Okay, it seems to be scale mail armor, but it's dark in color.
Interesting.
I poke it with my magic willy.
As you do...
Does it react?
As you do, the magic of the blade hits, and there's a... and just a slight light, and the light on your blade is a kind of light bluish, and the light that kind of repels off the armor is a very faint red color.
It seems like it's magical, maybe.
I think there's something going on here. I don't wear that armor. Anybody want dibs?
Oh, I don't know if I haven't worn this kind of armor before, I don't think.
I think that would restrict my movement.
I can wear armor. But
Me too.
I don't know what kind of armor this is. It could be cursed.
What type of armor is it again?
It appears to be scale mail.
I don't know if I'm proficient in that. I'll check.
DM, is that like heavy or medium or...
It's a medium.
Scale mail is medium armor.
Ah,
Yeah.
I think I can wear it.
All right, like most of us can wear medium armor.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Okay.
Just to be aware,
So I assumed it was like heavy.
scale mail is medium armor, but it imposes disadvantage on stealth checks.
Ah, okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
So, like, not on a sneak peek.
And it also limits
Thank
the
you,
dex
DM.
modifier to +2.
Yes.
Wait, what does it limit?
It limits the dex modifier to +2.
You can only add an additional
Oh.
2 to your armor class because it does restrict your movement somewhat. That's what it's
So
meant
it's
to represent.
medium, but sneaky peeps probably won't find
It's,
it very
it's,
useful.
it's meant to represent
It's
the
more if you get
heavier.
hit.
Yeah, it's the heavier side of medium armor.
Hmm.
And it's not dragon scale mail, therefore, like, everybody should just wear it and run away.
Anyway, so what would you guys like to do?
I guess I lift out the objects, offer them around, and look to see if there's anything else in there.
Doesn't
Does
look
the
to be
short
anything
sword
else.
seem magical?
I mean, you can pick it up and swing it around a bit. There's no immediate sign that it's magical.
Does it, how is it, like, is it basically, does it feel like it's basically the same as the ones I already have? Or does it look different?
It's difficult to tell. You can make an investigation check on it.
Yeah. I'm basically just trying to compare it to see if I think it's better than the ones I already have or not.
Okay.
Just by, like, yeah.
Mhm.
Investigation. 15.
You kind of draw one of your short swords and hold the new one
Those have
in
basic
your...
ones.
Okay. Your character's right-handed, right?
For the most part. I mean, he dual
So-
wields, so...
Yeah. You hold the new blade in your right hand and you hold one of your short swords in the left. It seems roughly the same length. It's a slightly different design. It's slightly more ornate along the hilt. And there seems to be some kind of wispy, wavy line engraving up one of the sides of this kind of slightly double-edged nature of the blade. You kind of sheath your other short sword and just start almost instinctually running your hands across the blade until you reach the edge, and before you know it, ow, doesn't quite do a hit point of damage, but you're surprised as to how easily the blade is able to cut your finger.
Sharp.
It is.
I guess I'll test it out in combat, see if how it works, see how it does.
Okay.
He's
So you're
gonna
going.
use it.
So I need you
Anyone
to make
taking
this.
I don't think
scale, or
anybody
am I
else in our
just
party
storing
wields
it?
them, so that works for me.
Okay. So you'll take the sword. Are you going to use that in your dominant hand?
Sure.
Okay. Just make sure you write that down, that you're using that sword in the dominant hand, and then.
Okay. For me, the player, do I need to, what is it, does it have the stats of a basic short sword?
I'll let you know.
Okay. I'll just keep my basic short swords equipped then for now.
I'm playing as
See what
in,
happens.
if you want to really know the stats of a weapon, you have to have it identified.
That's fine.
So you're going to discover
I was
this
just,
in
I was just
combat.
wondering. Okay, works for me.
Okay. So
I'm contemplating whether or not to wear this armor, but for now I'll wait on that.
Is anyone else
If
interested? in
nobody's
that?
gonna, if nobody's gonna take it, I'll just start stashing it in my bag.
Anyone?
I mean, I'll take it. I take it and put it in my bag, sure.
I was
I
gonna put it
mean,
in my
like,
bag. I need to pay off a debt.
Does it look like, is it good?
I mean, it's magical, clearly.
Well, okay,
It
but
appeared
One's
to.
red.
It
we
appeared to
also
deflect.
don't know if it's, like, cursed or something.
What? Oh, wait, I wouldn't know this.
I'll
Well-
put it on quickly to find out if it's cursed.
Do you want me to? I
Okay.
will.
I mean, you've just got leather armor on, don't you? So you take
Yeah.
off your
Yeah,
leather shirt.
I'll just try it on, sure, why not? We'll see if
Oh,
it's
okay.
cursed.
Who's doing what? Because Yell just said
I
that he was
was-
going
I
to.
mean,
I was doing it.
y'all suggested it, so I'm just like, sure, whatever.
Yell said that he
If I
would do
start
it.
attacking you,
Yeah,
you can...
I started doing it.
armor, probably.
So
Yell is
Yell.
literally stripping right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
never
taking
mind.
off. He's taking off his leather armor, and you put on.
I'll prepare
this
to kill
scale
him in
mail,
case it's cursed.
And as you put it on and kind of do up the leather belt around the midriff, and it kind of comes down almost like a tunic, like down to like just above your knees. It's
Kind of wiggle a little bit, just
Yeah.
a bit tight.
It is a touch tight, not uncomfortable. Nothing
I carefully
immediately
caress
negative
my
happens.
chest to make sure I don't catch my nipples against the scales.
Indeed. Make it
You
a
really
dexterity
should
saving
be
throw.
wearing an undershirt with that.
Dex save.
8. There's minor
Oh.
chafing, but not enough to be too uncomfortable.
Glad you didn't
Anybody
crit,
have
though.
some talc?
I think you're supposed to wear, like, cloth underneath.
Details.
Ella, make a wisdom check.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Mm.
10?
You kind of see the armor on, and it looks a little bit tight on him.
Is this by any chance meant for gnomes and halflings and dwarves?
Well, it kind of comes down to the bottom again, to your upper leg. So
Does
would
it look
be-
like a crop top?
No, it is scale mail armor. Anyway, so yeah, you guys have got a couple more magic items. One of you's using the sword. You're going to store. Yeah, are you going to keep that on, or are you going to store it?
I'll
You might as well
keep
keep it
for
on.
now. See if it actually does anything.
Like, you're not
I'll just
dex
whisper
based
to it.
generally, right?
Are you cursed? You'll talk to me if you're cursed, right? Hi.
You hear nothing.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe later then.
What would you guys like to do?
Is there anything
I-
else in the chest? Or is that it?
You kind
I
of
was
glance
told there
in.
was nothing else.
It doesn't look like there's anything else in there.
Can I go over to the bodies and see if there's anything on them?
The bodies of the ogres that you killed.
Hmm.
Make an investigation check.
Does their flesh seem edible?
Make an investigation check.
Okay,
Or sorry, no, a survival check, I guess.
sure. Woo!
18!
18. You are kind of moving between the bodies on either side of this stream. You take a run up and just kind of leap across into the adjacent side, and you discover amidst the bodies that they just have these massive clubs, little kind of hangings of leather straps, and holding up little pieces of cloth. It doesn't really seem like they have anything of value per se. The most valuable stuff
Okay.
on the bodies are probably like the leather for like crafting purposes, but depends on how much you want that.
I'll take it.
You're gonna.
My
you're gonna cut
opinion
off
of
leather,
the orc
okay.
flesh is that it's probably not edible.
You
Yeah,
can certainly try.
Nah.
You can. Sorry, Kyro. What was your survival check?
Oh, I got a 6, so I'm just gonna, like, flat out assume it's not edible. Cause, like, I don't the
Yeah.
heck know.
You kind of, the smell of the bodies kind of repulses you a little bit, and it's like, I don't really want to get closer, let alone see if I can eat this.
Yeah.
And it's probably a safe assumption, to be honest.
I'm just gonna err on the side of it's not edible.
Okay.
The stream, is it like really fast and rushing, or is it like safe to kind of be around?
I would say it was a moderate pace. If you were to fall in, it
Mm.
probably doesn't come like up. It doesn't cover your entire body if you were to stand feet down. So you could probably
Okay.
just about support yourself and resist the flow of the current. It wouldn't be a comfortable
Okay.
experience though. It's freezing cold.
Okay, but in terms of water pressure, would I say it's relatively dangerous, or
I mean,
is it just
if
like a normal woodland river kind of that
Yeah.
speed?
if someone was thrown in against their will, they'd get swept down. But they probably, if they knew how to swim, would be able to kind of pick themselves up 20 or 30 feet down.
Okay. If I go to the very edge, can I just like cup some water and just like wash off the blood and dirt and everything?
Easy enough to do. No roll necessary.
Okay.
Kind of.
I didn't want to like
Shit yourself.
let's get swept away by trying to take a wash. That's what I was trying to gauge.
You splash the water on your face. Make a. What's your passive perception?
It's quite high. 17.
You die of
Okay.
dysentery.
That's not perception roll.
Okay.
Um,
What are we doing now?
I want to
Yas's got
know
the
if we can
armor.
eat the
You're-
peritons, because those are probably edible.
Don't eat the peritons.
Why not?
We only need the hearts.
Well, we don't have to eat all of that. We killed 3 of them.
I do think we should hide the bodies though if we're to stay here the night.
That's true.
I mean, they could come. That group
Well,
of things could come back up.
Well, I guess, but like at least cook it thoroughly. I don't want to get, I don't know, periton diseases.
You don't have to eat it.
Well,
What
like
are you guys gonna do then?
I'm gonna try to, like... I guess we'll take Arthrin and we'll gather the bodies up and bring them back here.
I'll come with you.
Oh,
Cool.
all right. I'll go along with this, but if it's true that they have a dragon down there, yeah, maybe we should hide the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know what he meant.
You guys head down. Just make a general. You can make either a general athletics or acrobatics check for climbing around the walls to avoid the water.
22.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I used luck. My first luck of the day.
Yeah.
Well, that works out because we're about to take
Well,
a
it's
long
almost at the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet!
Yeah, absolutely.
I rolled a 2 and then I rolled a 17, so I'm glad.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Kyro ends up
okay,
getting
cool.
further ahead than nearest by the time you get across the walls and stuff. Ooh. Arthrin,
Oh no, what do you roll?
Arthrin moves up and starts to kind of climb across, and he slips, and he almost goes in the water, and he just goes, "You guys go on ahead. I'm gonna stay here." Yeah. He rolled a nat 3. He's not gonna go with me. So by the time
he's just
Eirys,
smart
you've
enough
climbed
to
across,
stop.
Kyro's ahead.
That's fine.
So that's where you are. What's
I
the
think
plan?
he's not racing ahead, though. He'll hang back.
Okay.
I like to stealth as well, please, just in case.
Make stealth checks.
That's a good idea.
Natural 19, that's better.
18.
Plus
Okay.
4, that's 23 plus... No. Plus 2, 21 plus 8. 29?
29 and Kyro, sorry, say again.
18.
Yeah. Easy enough. You guys make your way across. You return
We're going
to where...
to just... We're gonna...
What are
Sorry,
you
you go ahead.
No, I was going to say you guys just return to where the Periton bodies were. You remember that there's a place on the left, a little alcove that you kind of used the kind of residue snow around and made a little pile, and you put one of the hearts of the Peritons that you cut out into that pile.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
it
made a
sticks
heart
out.
snowball.
It sticks out to you, but you feel like it wouldn't stick out too much to anyone else.
Okay.
I say we leave the heart here on the snow. Wait, was there more snow down where we were with the ogre things?
Not so much there. That's melted because of the
Okay.
flowing waters of the river that's flowing through.
I think
Yeah.
we should take the other bodies and leave the heart here to keep cool.
Kyro nods. Sounds like a plan. He's gonna... so should we just take the whole things back with us then?
Yeah.
Alright. He's gonna see if he can lift them. How big
Make
are
an
they?
athletics check. Yep.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, you can help.
Let me-
You can do the 8 acrobatics.
Let's do advantage. Let's work together.
I got 15.
Okay.
My athletics is -1.
Let me roll. I don't have a...
16! Oh, -1.
I'll do a roll.
Go and ruin it all by doing something stupid like...
Roll athletics.
Oh, I crit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Way!
So
I
yeah,
didn't even have to roll twice.
Kyro, with strength that you don't know that you had, you kind of.
I
pull
think
the
that they just weren't as
bodies
heavy
across
as I
here.
thought they'd be.
Yeah. You were psyching yourself up, but like you end up like swinging it around here, and it hits the ground.
They are bird creatures after
It
all.
hits the ground in this direction, and just goes, and then like slides across to the edge of the lake. And Eirys, you stick
What?
out your foot and just prevent it from falling in. And you're able to
Nice.
drag them around to here. So now you've got 3 Periton bodies, kind of like in kind of this kind of space here.
Okay. I think we're.
Yep.
I think we're gonna like try to.
Mm.
Like, these look edible. They're pretty animal-ish, right? Like deer, birds.
Yeah, they're a fusion of giant eagles and stuff.
I'm just gonna assume they're edible. They
I
look like
imagine they'll be
animals.
Like
difficult
a
to cut
fusion
up, though.
between venison and turkey. Probably.
Vendor turkey.
When we get to the river bit, I'll jump down and like try. If you want to throw them, I'll try and catch them
Okay.
rather than
I think
climbing
I'm
and
gonna
carrying.
let's try to cut off some edible parts, I guess, and then toss them into the water. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
Yeah, I was thinking
The
that.
water leads down. You guys know that the water leads down.
It's fine. They're not
Yeah,
watching
it
the water.
does.
That's
Anyway.
like round the corner from them.
So you're gonna try and get across and gonna throw the pieces of meat from this bit of the bridge to this lower part down here.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I mean,
say
we could either
'cause
do
you-
that or stuff it into a crevice, but
yeah,
I mean,
there's
it'll be
no
fine.
there's no time limit, so Eirys, you're able to take your time as you climb across onto this lower part. Kyro, I'm gonna ask you to make one more athletics check to kind of you've already started between you cutting off pieces of meat to make the transition easier, leaving behind the parts that aren't going to be any use for meals.
All right.
Just make a general athletics check to see how well this goes.
17.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay. 17. That's good. You pick up the majority of the pieces. Like there's 1 or 2 fair hunks that kind of just go into the water, and you just kind of ignore them as they wash around. They get swept into the maelstrom and then fall to the lower level. And yeah, there's a few of those, but the vast majority of the meat manages to make it to the other side. Eirys, you can just kind of like lay out the cuts that you've made in relative order on this lower place, and I'll, for the sake of like saving time, you guys make your way back with enough food, I'll say, for the party to eat for the next day, and then another few pieces for an additional day.
Hey.
Nice.
You guys make your way back, and as you do, Arthrin is facing away from you. Yeah, so
I just went past.
oh, you're back. Hi. Looks like
Ribs.
you've got some food. Yeah.
Yep.
They're really talkative, those ones, aren't they?
Well, I mean, they seem to be setting up shop down there.
They've made their way back with cuts of meat. And what do you guys want to do?
Cook and eat it, and then, sleep, do watch, get the next day going.
Would you like to make the survival check for preparation, or would you like someone to help you, or who wants to do what?
I will not, and do you all a favor.
Is anyone in this party actually good at cooking?
Actually, I've got a +3 survival. I must have just rolled really
Better than
badly
me.
last time.
I have a +2.
my god. Oh, don't ask me. +1.
I'll try and start a fire.
We're all just scrubs.
I'm
who
gonna
don't know
use
how to
luck.
cook.
I love that I can do that now.
Oh my god.
Can I use luck twice?
I'll just
The answer
I'll
is
help
yeah,
her,
you can
if
use
that
as many
helps.
times as you like.
Luck
'cause
again, that's
you've
better.
only got 3 though, you've used them all.
I have, but we'll have to have a long rest, so it's okay.
That's true.
Okay, so
As long as we're not
17
in
plus
chocolate
3,
for longer than
20.
that.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, okay. So Eirys kind of like, you start pushing together all of the pieces. You end up breaking apart the chest and using that as a majority of wood. And actually some of the pieces of clothing that Ella hasn't taken for leather crafting, you kind of throw in as well. And actually, you kind of think to yourself as you're doing this, I wonder, and you kind of cut into one of the boils that's on one of the ogre's bodies, and a pus kind of comes out, and you just think, You ask for help from, I don't know, somebody with a torch. Arthrin takes out a torch, lights it, and you grab it, and the oily pus that comes from this ogre's body is actually like really good at setting fires. It picks up the flames, and it ends up making a fire. So his
body is highly flammable. Good to know if we encounter them again.
Eirys is like handling this like a boss, but me, Jody, is like, oh, this is disgusting. But she's not okay. This isn't her.
In the next hour or so, you guys are sitting down, munching away at this meat. Arthur's like, oh man, this is really good. What is this?
Puritan.
Oh. Those Puritan, the one that we just. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Don't think about it too much.
That's fine. It's good.
Well, it's not.
So it's an animal, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Just not quite the life I... Never mind. Carries on eating. You guys finish your meal?
Yes.
I guess you'll take your long rest now, I guess? Unless anybody has anything else that they want to do.
No.
All right. You guys rest up for 8 hours. Are you guys going to take watches, or...?
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking the first one.
Yeah, we're in a dungeon.
Yeah, we absolutely need to take watch, especially since there's a bunch of kobolds running around. If we can kill off any of our enemies that might wander up here, that might be useful.
Okay. So you guys do that. Who's going first, sorry?
Me and Kyro last time said we'd take first watch.
Okay. So you guys can roll for perception each, or one of you with advantage.
You want to roll with advantage?
Okay. Okay. Hold on. 9... 16?
16. You don't hear much. You're in a fairly kind of cut off corner of this cavern, and obviously because the river flows immediately next to the wall, it would take somebody quite a lot of climbing to get where you are. In terms of a place to shelter, it's actually a really good spot, and there's nothing that immediately comes across towards you. Your shift passes without incident. Who's taking over?
I will.
Okay. Gonna go with Ella?
I can assist.
Okay. So one of you can roll with advantage, or both of you can make perception checks.
My perception is terrible.
Oh god, what's mine?
Well,
I've got a +2.
Oh, you're better than me!
Okay. So go for it.
That's reassuring.
Ella?
Thanks
No,
for the
he's
advantage.
not. No, he's not. Your perception went up when you leveled up, Ella. You've got a +2 perception
Oh yeah, I
as well.
did! My bad.
That's okay.
He's rolled anyway, it's fine.
What's the roll?
So that went from a 4 to a 13 plus my 2 makes it a 15.
Again, it's similar. You're aware of the flowing of the water, gently kind of falling down from the falls behind you, down into the maelstrom further down, and from within that cavern you can hear the kind of almost oceanic wave-like rumble of that water as it moves around. There is definitely something magical about the enchantment on that water that's making it behave in that way. And you become aware of the kind of movement of, a few insects around. There's a few that you kind of, at one point you hear a kind of deep flapping of wings from the adjacent cavern. You kind of try and make it out, you don't see it. Your shift comes to an end, which leaves Sintyrr and Arthrin.
Just before my shift ends.
Yes.
I would like to cast Prestidigitation on Stanley, just to clean him up a bit.
Stanley has made your bag somewhat filthy, and your Prestidigitation removes the poo. For flair, I will let you do something with that poo.
I mean, Iziel, he would be quite monkey-like, and it probably would get flung across the room.
Roll a d20.
You could
You could have put it in the fire.
You could have painted funny faces on the dead ogres with the poo. Good.
I mean, he got a natural 2, and it's an improvised weapon, so whatever I add for that.
Hey, you could save that for, like, in combat.
You fling it across.
Just to really mock our enemies.
It kind of flies over Sintyr's prone, sleeping body and goes poof into the water behind, and is swept away. Luckily,
That's a great prestidigitation.
as Ella has already taken her rest, no one saw it, so you're good, my friend. You're good. Good. So Arthrin and Sintyrr wake up. Shall we take a look around then?
And also, Sintyrr would not be asleep, he would be meditating, and he's
right.
fully aware that there is poo flying over him, but he's just, like, in meditation right now, so he doesn't care.
Alright.
What will be, will be.
Sintyrr? Are you...
Yeah?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I couldn't tell. Were you asleep, or...?
I was meditating.
Okay. Well, it's our turn to take watch. In fact, we've had our full 7 hours, so...
Alright.
Alright. Do you want to take a look
Sounds
around,
good
or
to
should
me.
I?
Like, I'll go.
Roll with advantage.
Alright. I already crit, so...
Oh,
There.
wow. Okay. So, I'm glad that happened. You kind of like... you become aware about half an hour in as the kind of darkness of night gives into the grey kind of murky skies of very early morning, of the sound of scuttering just above the level of the rumbling water in the adjacent cavern. You raise yourself from your position on the ground and you move closer around. You glance and you see a couple of kobolds. Shit. And they are kind of searching around as far as you can see the adjacent chamber, and they've actually found the kind of discarded parts of the meat that Kyro and Eirys had cut apart and attempted to hide.
I'm gonna go alert the party.
Okay. You head back.
Yeah.
What's going on? You just walked away.
Like there's some kobolds down that way. They found your meat bits.
We should wake everybody up. Hey,
Yeah.
everyone, wake up.
I'll grab my dagger and startle awake.
Yeah, same.
Oh, it's me.
Oh,
Calm
my
down.
swords.
Jesus. Apparently there's some kobolds. They're looking around. I think they might be looking for...
How many?
2.
How many? Just the 2?
Okay. He's gonna run and go kill him.
Whoa, okay.
Guys,
I follow, and can I stealth as I go, please?
I
Yeah,
only
I
saw
wanna
2. There
stealth
might
too.
be more.
10, 15, 20, 20.
Well, I'll be stealthy. Ooh.
5, 10. I'll say this takes a couple of actions. Make a stealth check. Okay, 22 is
20.
good.
22.
Dirty 20. You both kind of like just kind of stealth around and sweep across the kind of cavern, just grabbing on the handholds and using the momentum of your forward motion to swing you across. Doom, doom. You end up both here, and ooh, what music is here? I don't know.
Just so you know, I'd like to stay down there on that island bit and
Yeah.
use my bow when I attack. I don't want to jump up.
Okay, yeah. They are further up, and you can see the bodies of one of them, which is just up on part of the fallen over bridge, and they're talking to each other seems to be in Draconic. Kyro and Eirys are on this side of the way. What's everybody else doing? Yell.
Probably getting ready for a fight and like following as close as I can without raising an alarm, I guess.
It's an awkward angle, guys. It's an awkward angle. It's going to be difficult to get involved in this fight because of the sheer wall that's between you and the combat, but you get as close as you can. Ella, what are you doing?
I kind of give a deep sigh. I move round. She's not a morning person. Stupid kobolds waking me from my sleep.
20, 25. Arthrin actually takes a jump and 5, 10, 5, 10, 11. He kind of lunge jumps across the water onto the other side and finishes his movement and kind of kneels down and knocks an arrow, waiting for his moment. He can just about, now that he's been directed, see one of the kobold. What are you doing, Yel?
Oh yeah, he could take that shot.
What are you doing, buddy?
Is the campfire still on?
On.
Deepest
Probably
embers.
embers.
They're the tiniest little glow of embers, but not really. There's just a very gentle
Then I
smoke
won't
rising.
snuff it out.
No, it's
I
pretty
don't
much
know.
done. Okay.
I don't know. I can't really do much.
5, 10, 15. You just kind of like saunter down.
You
Just
could
see what
sleep.
happens.
Get that long
You
rest.
could go back to bed. You could just turn it back over and go back to
You
sleep.
guys
These guys got this.
They got this. I mean, freaking hell. 2 kobolds, 5. They'll be
We're-
fine.
Assuming it's 2 kobolds, we'll be fine, yeah. If it's not 2
I heard the dragon
kobolds,
go
then,
past earlier.
well, you'll hear us yelling about it.
What are you guys going to do?
I had the dragon go past earlier. It's fine.
Are we... Do we have a surprise round, then? Is that what we're doing?
They're not aware that you're there, and as you look, you can hear the kind of crackling of their voices.
Ooh, nice.
If I snucked further further out, would I come out of stealth or?
If we move 5
I'm
feet,
saying,
you're
as
fine.
you've approached, you've made no sound, but as you're getting closer, you're within their potential field of vision, so you'd have to make another stealth check.
So if I went, like to here, that's gonna compromise my stealth a bit, or potentially.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to cling to the rock. Okay, that's fine. I want to know if I had a shot at the second one, or if it has to be the first for me. I'll move out of Kyro's way by all means, but I'm gonna pretty much stay where I am. Maybe
Okay.
5 foot closer, but not
Okay.
really out of.
Okay. So, if you're going to
So,
get any
I
closer, you need to roll another stealth check.
I'll stay there, but I'll move out of Kyro's way if he wants to pass.
As Kyro passes, he can pass through your character square because that's the rules.
We're allies.
So what are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
I will knock my bow ready at the one I can see.
Yes, you can just about see
Okay, he's
this
gonna
one.
nod at her, and he's gonna run around here, jump
But I'll
off the
wait.
wall, and attack that kobold from behind.
Okay, cool. As he does that, I'd like to loose my arrow. I was going to say I'll wait for either a signal
Yes.
or attack to start.
Kyro
Yeah, he
runs.
assumed you knocking your arrow was a signal, so
Yeah.
that's where he's gonna
Kyro
go.
runs over here. You need to make an acrobatics check as you're basically just jumping across this.
22.
Yeah, you make it. You land here. As you do, Eirys, you come out, use fire, roll to hit.
Okay. I got a 20 to hit.
17.
On my
17 and
main.
20 both hit. Roll damage. You got sneak attack because they are not aware of your presence until you jump
Yes. Okay, so that's 6,
Oh,
10, 8, 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 damage.
8.
out. Okay, is that because of the double dice damage?
Yes,
you-
because
what's the-
when I attack a creature that hasn't taken a
12,
turn yet, it's a
24.
crit.
Okay,
Oh, that's cool.
28. It's actually
Surprise rounds are great.
as you lash out with the new short sword that you're wielding, it cuts across and it just completely emaciates him. But as the left arm and the entire kind of left side of the body is just torn asunder, there's a faint sizzle of the flesh as it falls to the ground. You feel
Fire
like,
damage,
you feel
maybe.
like you've done a bit more damage to that dragon than you might thought of. Like,
Huh.
as in, you've done more than 28
Ooh.
damage. Eirys,
Okay.
what was your damage?
Actually, I think
13.
Oh yeah.
1-3.
Okay. So it just hits the kobold in the right-hand side, and as quickly as they were chattering to one another in their native language, they're gone.
Oh, cool. I didn't even have to kill that one.
Kyro,
Neat.
perception check.
Okay. 9.
You look around. Doesn't look to be anybody around.
Can I go up to help with the bodies?
Yeah, because we're gonna have to
What do
get
you
rid
want?
of
What
them.
do you want to do with the bodies? Eirys, acrobatics check.
Can Eirys make a perception check?
Eirys can get over and try, but she needs to succeed on the acrobatics first.
Natural one.
No way. Eirys, you jump onto the wall, and you're so focused on getting over to the other side that your hands stop from finding grip, and there's a sound of stunning water. Make a con save. It's cold, my friend.
Oh, why is that a high roll? Con save 18.
Okay, you kind of, your body hits the water. It's freezing, but you steel yourself, and you're okay. I'll say, because that's the end of a round, the water carries you 10 feet in this direction.
No.
What's everybody else doing?
That's me, not Eirys.
Can I see this?
Arthrin looks
She
across.
keeps echo.
Can I see that she's getting swept away?
I would super
Yeah,
like
you
to help her
hear
if I
the
can.
sploosh and the kind of sudden sight of
So
Eirys
I'm
disappearing.
gonna
I'd cry out, but not like I did. Like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start approaching as quickly as I can, and
Yeah, I
Like,
want to try to help her out of the
acrobatics.
water if I can.
Okay. Kyro, you can move across and make a general acrobatics check to grab onto Eirys as to lean over and grab.
13?
Oh, that's not good. As you lean across and reach out your hand, she's too far down. Sintyrr,
okay.
make a strength check or an athletics check, or indeed an
Alright.
acrobatics check if you so choose.
all right. Let's see.
Arthur looks across.
Yeah.
Eirys!
Where's my
5, 10.
where's my athletics go? Where is? Oh yeah. Okay. So 19.
Okay, yeah, that makes it 5, 10, 15. You get there. 20, 25, 30. Your movement brings you that far.
And now I will cast levitate on her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yay! I
expend the-
assume
You
she
can
doesn't
you can
exist.
choose to fail your saving throw for it.
I choose not to. I choose to accept any aid to me right now.
All right,
Eirys is
I
legitimately
levitate
terrified.
you. I levitate you up so that it's very simple for Kyro to just kind of tug you,
Yeah, and with that roll of 13.
and then once you're close enough to solid ground, I let go.
Okay, so Kyro just
She
kind of
like
moves
takes
you
your arm, I
over,
suppose.
moves you across, and then drops. Easy enough. Nice work.
The moment I'm on the ground, I get away from the water, like to the edge, and Eirys looks terrified.
Yeah, Kyro also seemed worried. And is now better.
I give a thumbs up.
Arthrin runs over
I
to yell. Arthrin runs over to yell and kicks him. Get up, you idiot! Eirys is fucking drowning!
She's fine. I got her.
She's
What?
good. It's okay.
Oh,
Don't need to kick anyone.
I levitated her out. It's cool.
oh. Alright, well, go back to sleep or whatever. He walks away.
I immediately roll back over.
That awkward moment when.
Yell's just gonna stay in bed. He's gonna miss the entire boss fight.
Get
Well, I'm
him,
awake
please.
now. I'm gonna just guard this area for more kobolds, I guess.
Do we want to take our time about how we do this? Being very, very
What do you mean?
careful, you guys can make your way over because you've had your long rest.
Cool.
Now seems as good a time
Did
as
you
any.
go wake up Yell at least? Like, come on.
Yeah, like, did this have
I'll do it.
watch? Because
Okay.
if so, then we get going.
Ella
I'll,
runs
I'll
over.
sneak. I
I think
sneak
it's
up
time
to
to get
him.
going.
Okay, make a stealth check. You would have advantage because he's obviously not paying attention, but I'll...
I rolled a 2 on my perception to counter anyway.
Okay.
So you need to be a 4.
Stealth.
Your stealth check would be with disadvantage, but I'm going to take it away and give you a regular roll because he's not paying attention. Regular roll.
Not that great, but it was 7.
7.
Regular
Yeah,
roll.
And the 4.
he doesn't perceive you as you approach. You hit your foot. Your foot hits one of the steps as you come up, and he's still not aware of you.
Okay, and I like get right close to his face, and I go, boo!
They're so dang cute.
So Yell jumps back, and in the midst of that, casts Thaumaturgy, yelling "boo" back just out of sheer terror.
It echoes.
There goes our surprise.
It echoes throughout the cave system.
It echoes the cavern.
Yeah, Kira's ears just fine, and he's like, shit.
And it echoes throughout the cave system, down the stairs, and resounds through the maelstrom, through the...
Oh!
Yeah, let's get going. We need to go confront these guys.
I guess we're not gonna surprise him, huh? Okay, that's fine.
Sorry!
That was
helping each other.
I mean, you could always try to spin it off like there's some sort of ghost here and try to do that, I guess.
Ooh.
Hey guys, so glad we got away from that yelling boo ghost of the cavern. Oh, hello friends. Anyway, so with
Cave is
with
haunted.
Yell's...
It's a terrible place to raise a dragon.
Should you really be here? Have you looked at the local schools? This place has got a bad reputation. So,
Alright,
Sintyrr and Yell, you help Ella across by way of kind of,
I turn to him and say, no throwing me!
it's time to have a gnome
Noted.
backpack.
Noted.
Gnome throwing me.
Ella, you make your way across. Sintyrr and Yell on either side to help you climb your way across. Arthrin manages to get his way. Again, because you guys take a few minutes now, it actually takes you kind of like, once you've cleared away the Actually, how are you getting rid of the kobold bodies? Or are you getting rid of the kobold bodies?
We could just leave him in that crevice right there.
Just tuck them in the crevice and hope
Yeah.
no one finds them.
Amidst
Should
the
we
kind
check?
of...
Rearrange the bodies so it looks like that they are having fun times.
Okay.
It's easy enough for you to do, and it is objectively funny, it must be said. Okay, so you guys are all over to the other side. You've had a long rest. You've found a couple of kobolds scrounging around for food. What would you like to do?
Can I do a perception check for any
Okay, off you go.
or anything coming from that direction? Especially
Yeah.
given the boom.
And I think we're gonna start moving also. Just that way, generally.
I can't math 20. Oh wait, but then I have...
Those of you that are super sneaky, after blowing
25.
the cover slightly, I do have a way to make up for it.
What?
I can turn one of you invisible.
Okay.
Arthur looks around.
Still get
Invisible?
some surprise
Really?
then.
Is that a thing? Can that happen?
Sounds
Yeah.
like he wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't. I think not at a time like this.
It's probably like a spell for anything, right?
I guess.
I wish there was a spell for anything.
Yeah, it's called wish.
What?
Make a history checks into it. Make a history checks into it.
My blood!
Okay.
Would that be Arcana?
He rolled like 6 at history.
He has no idea if there's a wish spell or not. Get out of town.
Well, legends
You ain't a
say-
wizard?
Well, it's a story.
And
You know, like
It's
genies or
probably not
fairies
real.
or whatever.
Eirys will
probably
hang
not
back and be in like the middle of the group.
Okay.
And
Sintyrr and
I'll be
Kyro
frontish.
pass you.
Does
Okay.
I'll be
anybody
back.
want this invisibility? Last an hour.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to being invisible.
I wouldn't say no to
Alright.
being invisible. Arthrin raises his hand. No one pays attention.
I mean,
and I'm
you could
like,
make him invisible.
I'm not
all right,
powerful enough to get two
which
people
one
yet.
of the people who are capable of sneaking, who is the worst at sneaking? Make that one invisible.
Well, it also needs to be somebody who doesn't make a lot of noise.
Well, yeah, that's why I said capable of sneaking.
What was your
Oh.
perception check, Eirys?
25.
Oh yeah, you can see quite clearly that there's nothing ahead, and as you kind of try and listen ahead, there doesn't appear to be any sound of any encroaching individuals or monsters or beasts.
They're
Some of the
probably
ones
setting
that I
up.
heard earlier.
I'll take the invisibility.
Alright, turn
Are you
around.
going to be hanging back with your spells? He's talking to Yell.
Bit of both. I mean, it only lasts until you act anyway. An hour until you act. It's not perfect.
No, he was asking. He was asking you if you were planning on getting into melee, or if you were going to hang back and cast spells.
That I don't know yet. A
Alright.
bit of fun.
How many of us are really melee strategists? I'm a ranger. I just have a bow.
Touch Eirys on the shoulder and cast invisibility.
Woomph. Eirys just completely
Okay, and
disappears.
I'm gonna touch you know Kyro and hit him up with heroism
Okay.
preparatively.
Okay. You guys cast your spells and make your
I'm
way
going
down.
to stealth.
Make a
As long as I'm not
Anybody
seeing
has any other
too
buffs
much.
they want to hand out? Now is the time.
Okay, so you.
I'm also gonna turn on my
29.
detect magic vision.
Hang on, let me add these. 29
So-
is fantastic.
Yeah.
You kind of just disappear. In fact, nobody is aware where you are. So as
That's
you guys,
amazing.
I have detect magic vision.
Hey James, I have a question about our ranger friend.
okay, what's your question?
Does he have pass without a trace?
You don't know.
Well,
Does
He
okay.
doesn't know yet.
You guys kind
That's
of
a
walk
good spell.
down into the next chamber,
Sneaking.
and as you do, you kind of see across bodies, and in fact there are bodies that you've seen before already, and they're the bodies of the dead Periton and dead kobolds that you came across last time you were here. But as you do, I'll say because Eirys, you're stealthing, you kind of take a little bit of a step ahead, and because you're invisible they don't see you, but there are a couple of kobolds walking towards.
Am I allowed to? Does anyone else see them? Or
Or
is it just me?
it's just you, I'll say, because
You can physically interact with people.
So
And
I'm
whisper.
able to detect magic at will now, basically.
Yeah.
So I would see like an aura around her, I imagine, right?
no, she's invisible.
No? Okay. Well, that doesn't.
Well,
I guess that doesn't-
invisibility can be seen through magic.
Can it?
Did
Yes.
Kyro hide?
The status invisibility is.
I would like to
can be
stealth.
seen
Yes.
except by
Because
magic.
it says that like
Ooh,
An
my
invisible
lowest
creature is possible
roll.
to see
Like,
without aid of magic or a special.
like-
Okay.
yeah, I
Yes.
can basically see like an aura around any magical objects that denotes like
So the moment
what
that you
school
focus,
it's from.
the moment that you focus your attention and think, "Oh, I wonder where this invisibility spell is," it starts glowing immediately beside you, and you see Eirys kind of double back and kind of almost instinctually beckon that there are
Okay.
beasts coming.
Can
so you
I-
take a step back.
Whisper louder to the enough for the group to hear, but like hopefully not the kobold, and just say two kobold approaching. And I'd like to like slip out to my right, but on the map like to the left, and try and get away from the stairs.
Okay. I mean,
So hopefully, if they do go
You're
towards the
you're
stairs,
still,
they'll go
you're
past
still on
me.
your stealth check. You're invisible. They kind of creep along, and they're looking a little bit shaken because they're walking through the bodies of their dead comrades.
I think we should try to lure them up here in this area.
What are we doing?
I'm waiting.
I don't think I have.
I think I'm gonna wait until I see one, like, in right this area, and then I'm gonna attack it.
Looks around, sees Sintyrr.
I'm gonna go attack it!
Okay, make an attack roll. Are you
I'd
going
like to get around the back of the last one.
Okay.
The 15 hit.
Are you
And
going to
I'd
run?
like
Is
to
that
attack
is
him.
that with your sword? So you're just going to run in and attack?
Yeah,
Or is
I'm
it
gonna
with-
use my
yeah.
main.
Doesn't the invisibility stop once you attack, though?
Yeah, it does.
I
She
got
might not
dex
have
to
to.
attack.
If she delays her action until after I've completed mine, we might just kill both of them. It depends.
If
I
I
mean, yeah,
saw
you're-
Kyro moving, I'd
'Cause-
wait until. Or
Yeah,
use-
yeah.
I would move so that I could hit both of them because I can do that.
I would say you make your attack on the first one, and
Yeah, and
Eirys
then
makes
if
an
he
attack
dies,
on
I'll
the other one.
use it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine too.
I
So
forget.
I'm
Do
saying
they?
If
They
she's
both get.
waited. Oh, sorry. I was just saying if she waited until after, she might be able to keep her invisibility for a bit more.
Okay.
If he managed to kill them both. If not, then that's fine.
Okay, I can say that
Alright,
you move here and then make 2 attacks. So make them both. The first one does hit this one.
Okay, so it's 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 damage on the first one.
It's 25 because the dice was 11, not 12. And you kind of hack through and it cuts it cleave into 2. And as it does, the kind of, again, the smell of sizzling and the kind of glowing edges, almost like the wound is being cauterized, almost as if you've struck it with a lightsaber.
Oh.
And then a 17 to hit with my offhand.
Yep, go for it. Remember,
Okay.
that's just the dice.
So that is an 8.
Oh, wait, with an 8. Oh, of course, sneak attack on the first turn. Is that not on the first damage that you deal?
It's before they have an action.
As long as they haven't had a turn, I can double my damage die.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Because I auto crit on anything that hasn't taken a turn yet.
Okay, that's fine. So you
As
do
long
that.
as I hit.
Feet to go.
Yeah, again, you.
Is that
you,
your roguish archetype?
Yeah, it's my assassinate
Yes.
feature.
It's pronounced archetype,
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys cut through it
Nice.
twice. The new blade that you have in your hand, Kyro, is glowing.
I like it.
As you
Is it glowing in like a non-bad way?
No, it's
It's
glowing in a way that indicates that it is happy to be being used.
Definitely.
As you kind of cast that, and the shrieking of the dead kobolds ceases as suddenly as they begin, you hear echoing from within the chamber.
Uh-oh.
That's probably the big boy.
What are you gonna do?
Can I
I'm gonna
stealth
move these
down the
kobold
tunnel?
bodies out of the main view.
Can
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
drag?
continue.
Yeah, I'll drag one of the bodies down that little side passage, please,
Okay.
on the left.
That's easy enough to do. If you want to do it quickly, you can make a athletics check.
I'll do the same. The
Athletics
other
check.
one.
What are we doing?
Uh,
What is everybody else
my
doing?
-1,
I
11.
feel like I didn't do that right.
No, that's you forgot the D.
Yeah.
So it just rolled 20 plus 1.
10. Average. It's a kobold.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
Yay.
You drag one of the bodies over here. Again, there's a bunch of other kobold bodies here. So
Oh,
you
that's true.
So you guys are able enough to move these bodies across, but it's like, yeah, there are still other bodies here. And as you kind of look around, Eirys, as you look at the Periton, make a survival check.
8.
Okay.
Okay.
It appears to have been cut multiple places all over its body, and is surrounded by these kobolds, and you're struggling to piece together why. Whereas Jody might be able to.
I mean, my assumption is that they had a fight.
What are we gonna do? Arthrin kind of like moves forward and is like, oh god, oh god.
Just be quiet, stick to the walls. So we're gonna go around the outer rim, I think, and go around the whirlpool.
Okay.
That's
Don't forget to breathe.
Is everybody
And
don't
don't pee
follow?
yourself.
Is everybody
Can
gonna
I-
follow where they're going, or what's the rest of the party
Yeah.
doing? No one from the rest of the party is.
Can I hang back at the moment and stay with us?
Okay.
Is everyone else following, or are they?
Yeah.
Didn't invisible, by the way,
I'm-
Eirys, because you didn't attack.
Yeah, that's fine. He has
Yeah.
no idea I'm there.
Kira's just assuming she's around and doing something helpful.
I want to know what killed that Perryton.
Okay. Make a perception check, or if you want to get closer, make an investigation check.
I'll do the perception check first. Hold on. Well, that wasn't too great. Let me see. Perception is 9.
It is covered with tiny little cuts. Not very deep, but there are absolute loads of them.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
All right, I'll go ahead and investigate.
Okay, you get closer. Make an investigation.
It's still.
That's an 8.
You kind of you look over the body and you feel like there might be something on the underside, and you kind of try and kick it over, and then you try and move it over, and it's such a hefty body, and you're not sure how invested you are in this anyway, so you just give up.
Stop being out in the open and messing with the corpse. We got stuff to do.
All right, I'll join everyone else now.
You guys make your way around here. Okay.
Yep. We're just gonna continue like that unless we hear or see something unusual.
You look across, and there doesn't appear to be anything with your passive perception.
I assume that
whatsoever.
these are walls.
Yeah, they're walls. They're walls.
Okay.
What I'll say is you guys are able to move across this space. There isn't anything here apart from you can see to your left-hand side as you walk through the colossal sort of maelstrom falls, kind of swirling down in like a clockwise motion into the water below. So it's not falling downwards straight, it's falling down in a kind of slanted motion and a little bit slower than you would expect. Almost as if it's oozing down in a strange fashion. As you guys make your way around this wall, you, Kyro, can you make a stealth check as you approach?
Yes. I would also probably try to get the others to like slow down.
Yeah. Okay.
As we're approaching, I don't have to say it now, but there's something I'd like to say to Arthrin as we're kind of before we get too far into earshot.
He's moving forward. You stop moving, and he walked into you. Oh, is that you, Eirys?
Arthrin, it's me.
What is it?
Before we fight, I want you to listen to me very carefully, okay?
Yes.
You have Ranger in your blood. Whether you believe it or not, you were meant for this. And you are capable of this, okay? Take a
Okay.
deep breath. Focus. And stay calm.
Okay.
You're a lot stronger than you realize.
All right.
Come
An
on.
inspiring pep talk.
You've given Arthur a
She's
point
a
of
team
inspiration.
person.
You've given a point of inspiration
Yeah.
for that. That was amazing.
Ta-da!
He is inspired.
The benefits.
Eirys is an inspirational person.
I know that's not really the rules, but fuck the rules, I'm the DM. Kira,
Yeah.
what was your self check?
Oh, I got a 16.
Okay, so that beats the kind of passive perception. They're actually going to make a proper perception check. They're terrible. They're kobolds. They're blind. So as you kind of turn around, you can see there's a whole group of them. I mean, everybody can see what's happening in this cave anyway, but Kyro sees sort of this kind of region.
I'm
here.
wondering if I could draw out 2 at a time to kill them. I'm not sure.
they kind of like they're looking alert, and they're concerned because obviously their compatriots haven't returned. What would you like to do?
Good question. Does anybody have any suggestions?
You hear
I
a
probably
voice.
slip past.
You hear
I guess I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
try them. I guess I'll try the maneuver thing. I was thinking. I have a quick question. Are these like shallow walls? What are these things?
These are collapsed pillars, like collapsed stalagmites that have eroded away, and they're
So
forming.
they're
a-
definitely a thing I could jump over if I wanted.
Oh yeah, there's water gently flowing over them, and it's thicker in the middle. But subject to a check, you could try and like skirt your way across.
Okay, so I could just kind of like jump over them if I tried. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go behind this rock.
And I'd like to go about here, please.
Yeah.
Where? Indicate? Oh, I see. I'll let Eirys make the stealth check first because she is invisible. So do that with advantage. Kyro, be advised, moving into open space will mean that you are seen. Doesn't matter how good
Wait,
your stealth
what?
check. This little space in between here is open space. Walking across it will mean that you are seen. This
Oh,
space
okay, so
here
I guess
isn't
I
wall,
won't
that's a
do that.
ledge. Okay?
Oh.
That's a ledge, that's a wall. That
So
makes
I
sense?
guess I'm just gonna go straight into the combat then, because I don't see a way to be clever here necessarily.
Eirys stealth check?
23.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled a natural 17, but it's still too good enough. You walk across.
Does y'all want to cast Shadow there? Because they are kind of clumped up, or some sort of area thing.
We would be going very loud as soon as we do it, and it isn't concentration, so I can maintain the invisibility. So I can.
So,
If
'cause,
everybody's
like,
ready to go loud,
Maybe if I get a shot first, and
or you
The
can hang
moment I
back
come
and
out
use
of-
it for.
like we have a surprise round, I assume, assuming we don't tip them off. I
Yeah,
think we
they're
should
not
use
aware
it
of
to
it.
deal as most damage to as many enemies as possible. So if Eirys wants to use the stealth shot on something important, perhaps?
yes, if I could, can I see over that thing?
Yeah.
From where you are, this big old pillar is obscuring most of your view.
And then if I was to go over here,
If you were to move over there, I'm gonna ask you to make another stealth check.
another, okay.
With advantage.
With advantage, of course.
27.
Yeah, you make your way over there. As you do so, there's a voice from the back of them with this large kind of dragon form with humanoid features that appears dragonborn-ish. Yeah. He booms out. He goes, You! I don't know where you are, but you have come to the wrong place. Leave, and let this place be sacred.
Can I shoot an arrow at that person, please?
Yeah, as you kind of knock your arrow, you can see
It's
beside
like we're
him.
getting into it.
Beside him, you can see the baby dragon that you saw earlier tearing into the body of a peryton. It's clear that they are caring for
Feeding it.
this. They're feeding it. They want it to grow. They want it to become strong. Your short bow, correct?
Yes, please.
75 feet away. Is that more than your minimum range?
Short bow, 80. Oh, that was close.
Just in range.
Well then.
You prepare the arrow. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh, guys!
I'm afraid 16. Okay.
Do we hear the dragon
so
going
22.
Okay. Ladies and gents. As Eirys knocks the arrow to the bow, I've just stood up by the way. As Eirys knocks the arrow to the bow and lets go, it flies through the air and pierces straight into the kind of plate armor gilded with golden trim around the edges, and it deals damage. Roll damage.
Oh, thank God, I was like, no way did it not hit.
That's very cool.
We're all gonna die. Okay,
It was 22, right?
that's my inspirational talk again.
Can I move up next to Kyro?
Yeah,
I
at this point-
Loosed.
Yeah.
I'll say
It's 30 feet to get next to
I
Kyro.
mean, Kyro had motioned him forward because there's a clump of enemies right there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll say.
And he's
that's all right.
indicated, you want to do something about that? Essentially.
7, 11, 13 again. I like hitting 13 when we're there.
13 damage, is that?
Yeah.
That's a good old hit, actually.
I'm gonna use my surprise round to move, I think.
Okay, I'll say everybody has a surprise round to do something, and then we're going to begin the combat. Eirys, yours has happened, and as you hit it, your invisibility fades, and the kobold's immediately in front of you, kind of like bulk.
Am I allowed to move as well?
Where would you like to go?
Hold on, let me just figure out how far that is. That's easy. I was like, I'll go to there. That can put me in the water again, but
So as soon as I feel the invisibility fade, because you know I'm concentrating on it, I'm going to poke around and cast Shatter right in the middle of the kobolds.
5,
So it hits.
10.
Oh, I don't have my ruler. So yeah, going to cast Shatter so it hits all 4.
Okay.
Nice.
They need to make what
Nice,
saving
nice.
throw?
For Shatter, they need to make a con save, DC 14.
Oh, buddy. Fail. Fail. Success.
Whoa.
And natural 20 for success.
Wow.
So this
That's half of them, though.
Huh.
And this will take half
one's
damage, right?
fucked. That one's fucked.
Oh, 2 8s and a 3.
Oh, bloody hell. It doesn't matter that they failed.
nom, nom,
You
nom,
kind
nom, nom,
of you kind of jump around, and again, you just smash with your fist the ground, and there's a of energy, and the bodies just kind of
Thunderstruck.
disintegrate.
Very good.
Whoa!
Anything else?
I would like to pull out my lute and start playing the opening riff to Led Zeppelin's. Bounded down. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the song.
Oh, frickin' hell, yeah, I know what you mean.
Ah,
Oh, that one, yeah!
I think it's
Hey.
called, it's called the Immigrant Song, I believe.
that's the one. Thank you. Immigrant song. Stop playing Immigrant Song.
Like we're in a Thor movie.
Yep.
Good. That's Yell. Kyro, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get around this rock and
5,
go
10,
as
15,
close
20.
to the enemies as I can get.
Whoops.
No.
25,
Whoa,
30.
you got big.
That's your
Cast on you.
movement. You just sweep around the edge.
Am I able to dash?
You can, but that's your action.
Yeah.
Bonus action for a rogue.
5, 10. Oh, wait, here's your bonus action. 15,
Oh, hey!
20, 25, 30. So
I
you
could
do
still
have an action
attack
here.
then, huh? But I'm gonna attack the kobolds.
Okay, let's see if we can do this.
Just the
properly.
one, because I already used my
5, 10,
bonus action.
15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'm going to say that you can basically run along the edge of this and basically jump off. And as you jump off, you can make an advance because it's a level above the kobold. It's actually like above
That's
the
from
level.
above!
It's about the level of his shoulders that this ledge comes out to. So as you jump off, you can roll with advantage,
Cool.
which you had anyway. Natural 20.
I crit.
Okay.
Oh shit. I don't suppose crit stack.
No, sorry.
Nah, what a shame. Oh well. It's not a bad thing.
Okay, that was
Okay, so that's 6,
7.
10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 damage.
Yeah, he's gone. And as you kind of jump off, you end up landing right there.
I just
in front of this.
cleanly
In front of
whirlwind
this,
him.
like you guys have just swept through this entire crew in one swoop, and the half dragon kind of looks at you and is like, "Good, you will be first." Arthrin is going to 5, 10, 15.
Well, he's not wrong. I am
20,
gonna be first.
25, 30. He looks across. He sees all of this shit, and he's like, "Oh!" Knocks an arrow. Longbow. Can he see that? I'm going to say that he can. He's going to go for that. It hits. What's his dexterity modifier?
Alright, what's this
Plus
thing, by the way?
2.
Oh, wait, that's the dragonborn.
So, yeah, the arrow kind of flies
Oh.
through and hits this kobold. God bless him. for 3 hit points of damage. It's not killing him. But that's Arthrin. Ella.
You gotta
Ella.
move, honey.
She's not in the chat at the moment. She disconnected.
Oh.
Whoa.
Think Sintyrr could pick her up and bring her along.
Rugby, yeah.
He grabs you in a football carry and go.
Okay, she's in
She
the
has a
bathroom.
faster walk speed.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So, Sintyrr, what are you going to do?
Cause like they gotta move anyway.
5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20,
Yeah.
25. That's 30
I'm
feet
gonna
of
get
movement.
moving.
That's 30
Dash
feet of
if I
movement.
must.
5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20 feet, so you've got 10 more feet.
All right. Let's get in there.
Okay, you're just going to run as far as you can, as close to you
Yep.
as you can. It's one more kobold. Okay.
You got any
Ella.
range spells? Oh wait,
Oh,
you dash.
he's
Never
using
mind.
action.
Yeah, I dashed. I can't do anything.
Where is the love of my life? This is very disconcerting. Oh, Zoe, are you here?
Ah!
It's your action. What are you going to do?
Hang on. I have no clue what's going on. I'd literally dropped out for 5 minutes.
I'm sorry.
My
Basically, we're all
internet went
taking a
down.
surprise round. Most of us are just, moving around the rock in order to get into combat, which you're probably gonna need to do.
Yeah.
Most
Okay.
things are
You are
dead,
in
which is
combat.
good.
Yeah, we just got a kobold and the dragonborn and the dragon left.
Basically,
And
Um,
I'm playing the immigrant song.
yeah. Zoe, I would recommend that you just basically dash to get around so you can see what's going on. That's basically all you can do at this point. Would you like to do
Yeah, I
that?
can't really do a lot, can I?
5, 10, 15, 20,
Yep,
25. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Guys.
25. You end up there.
Everybody can use their inner bard and bonus action insult. It doesn't do anything except that hurt their self-esteem, but everybody can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wound their feelings.
I need you all to roll initiative.
It's really bad because I was
24.
Why did I
Dirty
crit at
20.
a
So you could go first.
18!
So you can actually land a hit on something this round.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I meant that in you have the chance now to do it. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, all the kobolds are gone!
Yeah, we threw you in there.
Yeah, we kind of picked them off on the way here.
We have a 1 left.
Yeah, like he's gonna stand any chance.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, just give me a second, guys, because there's a lot of.
The action economy is in our favor.
It is, but they're strong enemies. Okay,
They are. It's true.
you.
What I'm saying is, we got rid of their action economy early, which is good.
It's very good. Very well.
We were originally at a disadvantage.
Okay, Dragonling makes that. Oh.
Watch the half dragon's gonna do shadow clone jutsu or something.
Eirys, roll
10.
10. Yal,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. Thank you. Arthrin. That's oh right, Arthrin's me.
I was going to say, you keep asking for Arthrin and then realising it's you. It's quite funny.
Funny.
Come on, you
Ella.
be quiet this session, jeez.
I love it.
Ella.
Someone should answer eventually.
Ella, what did you get?
18.
Ooh, good.
So I tell you what, if I called for Arthrin in the middle of one of these games and he answered, it would be simultaneously the most amazing and the most terrifying moment of my life. Sintyrr.
Agreed.
Sorry? Sintyrr, initiative roll.
Oh right, I crit.
Oh, okay.
So
Twenty-
Automatically goes first unless someone else
technically,
quits.
next to technically 21, I guess.
Okay, so you go first.
The best you could have possibly
Kyro.
done. 24.
Oh, 24. Okay, so Kyro goes first.
I thought crits automatically go first regardless.
Depends on the rules.
Nah, it's a skill check. It just
Okay.
goes above 20.
Alright, fine with me.
Kyro, it's you to go first. The dragon, as it's tearing through the creature, looks up from the explosion of sound from the thunder wave and goes, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna try to attack it. I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack the dragonborn.
Okay, make an attack roll.
25.
Whew! That hits. Roll damage.
You just casually hit
lowest.
this kobold on the way over to the
Okay,
other
so
guy
that's
without looking up.
1, 2, 3, 4,
6,
8,
7, 8,
12.
9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack with Mouth Hand.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, a 9.
Yeah, so you kind of, with the dominant hand, with the short sword, it cuts across his body, and there's a rising steam from the wound. It's done more damage than you think, and the dragon kind of like goes, and as you swing with the other hand, it grabs yours, pulls you close, and goes, "You're already dead." That's you, Sintyrr.
I don't
Yeah.
believe him.
I'm going to move my movement towards everything.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Everything.
25, 30. That's as far as you get.
Cool, you can hit that kobold with advantage, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that kobold.
You're not rolling with advantage because it's facing you.
Oh, whatever. I'm
It's
gonna hit him
flanked.
anyway.
Okay. Is that only a rogue thing?
No, flanking
might
is
be.
for everybody. It depends on which direction the unit's facing.
Okay. It is a roguish feature, though, that if you have an ally within 5 feet of an enemy, you get advantage automatically.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so he rolls 16.
Hits, roll damage.
Alright.
This dude's gonna try to hit me. Whew.
9.
Yeah, okay. You kind of just jump in with the long sword, swing it across, and cut it apart. Okay. Need to take some notes as to how many they're killing. Let's say 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably closer to 8. Okay. That's you. Yell.
I would like to move there with my movement,
Mm-hmm.
and then that should, yeah, that's plenty of room. Right here, just as I get to the end of the I'm going to cast my next shatter
Okay.
in between the youngling dragon and the half dragon or
Is that
dragonborn
a
thing.
sphere?
It's a 10-foot sphere.
Yeah. Okay. So the explosion jumps up, the young dragon tries to jump in the air and sweep out of the way, but it doesn't work. And they're going to roll con saves.
Con saves.
Dragonborn rolls a 16.
That saves.
Dragon wormling rolls a 5.
That fails.
Oh, baby.
Not as good as last time, I'm afraid. That is 12 points of thunder damage.
So he takes 6. He takes 12.
And then I'm gonna turn to Ella, still singing the song as "Take me down to the land of the ice and the snow where the good times blow," and use bardic inspiration.
Ella is inspirified.
Summoning something.
Ella, it is your turn.
Okay. I think I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, okay. Yell's right in front of you. Just bear that in mind. Are you sure you want to do this?
Maybe not then.
Bear in mind you can
move.
remember.
Hey, you
your
could
turn.
you could take like a 10-step that way.
Yeah, you can move.
Yeah,
to
if
the
I
side.
just-
You can move
So
past
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, past him because I
Then
don't
that's
really want to
clear.
hit him.
That's clearer in view. So you kind of jog to the side. You see the evil dude. You're gonna crack with that attack. Roll the attack.
Okay. God, I'm so out of practice. Oh, well, I rolled a 2, so
Yeah. Okay. So you summon the energy, and as he kind of like just kind of growls near Kyro, you kind of falter, you falter, and you throw the energy, and it goes and bursts against the stone walls of the surrounding chamber, and dust rains down, and the Dragonborn looks up and goes,
I kind of wave at him and smile.
He's not looking at you. I need Kyro and Sintyrr to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Fun.
He inhales
Try
Cool,
to
I
die.
love that.
and blows a fiery cone of 15 feet.
23.
That is a success. Sintyrr.
Hold on. Where's my saving throw stuff?
Should be in the upper left-hand corner of your sheet.
Yeah.
Assuming you're using the Beyond.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a 9. How's that?
Okay, you might be surprised to hear that fails. Oh god. Oh god. It's 17
Fun.
d6. You take 7d6 damage. It is
Holy shit.
32.
Just
You take 37 hit points of damage. Kyro, you take half.
no, not my hair! I love it!
Okay.
I just do a limbo.
Okay, what?
Sintyrr, you take 37 hit points of fire damage, and Kyro takes half of
Yeah, I'm
37.
dying now? Fun.
Well, good thing you have that whole thing of healing whatever's in your body. Oh wait, you're unconsciously dying.
I'm
Got
unconscious,
it.
I can't do anything!
Got it, okay.
So he's just like immolated, and probably some of his hair's singed, and that's not fun.
How much
Okay.
damage did I take?
Half of 37, 19. Sorry,
19.
18,
okay.
round 7.
18. Okay, thanks.
You get out of
Well,
the way.
I'm standing.
As you dive out of the way, Sintyrr takes the full force of the flames and collapses. You glance behind you, your father's down. It doesn't... What matters is... I don't know what matters anymore. That's
I
what
just
he's
want to
going-
kill this guy.
That's what he's going to do. Yeah, that's it. He finishes.
Yeah, his
He
eyes
kind
go
of-
wide at that. He's angry.
The dragon looks at you, is like... Arthrin is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he sees Sintyrr down. He's like, "No! You bastard!" And fires an arrow at the big guy. Why not? Natural 1.
Not Kyro, I hope.
As he gets as Arthrin gets out the arrow to shoot, he falters and slips.
Oh no!
He hits the water.
Wait, he has inspiration. I don't know if that'll help though. It's a crit.
It's a crit fail.
Yeah.
He hits the water. He's chilled to the bone, and at the end of this turn order, he will be swept 10 feet further to, as you can see, a tumultuous
waterfall.
falls. Oh, this has gotten
Luckily, he's near
interesting.
the shore.
The
It's the baby.
smaller dragon kind of goes and takes off into the air, and he is going
Oh no!
to fly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Oh, fun!
45,
It's a combatant.
50.
Maybe someone could try to charm it.
I will. I feel like I could woo it.
I
I
don't
wanna,
think seducing
I don't wanna
things is
kill
my
a
strong point.
baby.
But it worked on Shrek.
Wait, are you calling me Shrek or are you?
I think I might be a little too young for seduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm
Try
pretty sure.
friendship.
I'm pretty sure Donkey seduced the dragon in Shrek.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
moving along.
You calling me an
Which
ass?
one of you is Donkey?
Ella, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. The dragon sweeps by,
I think Kyro's Shrek.
spits a cone of fire.
In this
Seriously?
scenario.
Okay.
Or Yell. Yell could be Shrek.
Whoa! Natural 20!
You are going to take
He's
half of
got
this.
layers.
Remember, it's 7d6, so it's a shit ton of damage.
Oh, fire
10,
hurt.
15, 20. 22 is halved. You take 11 points of fire damage as the cone of fire heads towards you, and you stop out of the way. But as you do, your body and the kind of extremities, your arms take a whole load of heat, and it's painful. It cuts you into your flesh, unlike any other burn you've ever experienced. This
Ow,
is
ow, ow, ow,
a
ow,
dragon.
ow, ow.
The
This is very bad.
the dragon caws, and he flies 5 feet in the air and 5 behind, so he's hovering above the water.
Whip out your book.
Eirys.
Okay. Eirys is gonna take off running. 30
You might wanna
feet
be
to there.
Okay, yep.
And then she's gonna use her bonus action to dash there.
Yeah.
She's gonna skid to a stop right at the edge and just grab for Arthrin.
Okay, you can make acrobatics check.
That's good, I'm good at those.
What the hell is happening?
Acrobatics, 14 plus 6, dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll do it. You kind of, as you soar across the way, Arthrin slip, fall. You sprinted. You don't know how you've got there in 2 seconds, but you have. You slide. You grab. Hand on hand.
Do I have enough of an action to like pull him to like towards the edge, or is it just I've got him right now?
I'm gonna say no, but you do prevent him from being swept down.
Okay, that's the end of
Sweet.
my action. I've used everything.
At the end of the turn, Kyro, it's you.
I'm mad. I'm gonna hit. So 19 and a 10.
No advantage. No advantage.
I know. The
It's
10's
just
for
you.
my offhand.
Oh, I see. 19 does hit.
15.
No, it's not. I know how much it does. Yeah, you kind of like flourish the blade around. Your main blade cuts, and as you follow through with the second, he parries, and he's just like, "What are you?" As he takes more damage than even he was expecting. Sintyrr,
Yeah.
please
I
make a
know.
death saving throw.
Okay.
Kyro should have been like, your worst nightmare.
I was considering saying your death. Can I do that?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Sintyr's body goes still.
That's one failure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hurt people
Yeah, that's not
around.
succeeding. So I just see Sintyrr and it's like, get up, come on, get up. But tell the bookie to pull your bed up and not a damn thing will go wrong. Healing word.
D4 plus your charisma.
That is
It's
6 points of health.
Sintyrr, you restore 6 hit points.
Ha!
nice.
And you
Okay.
open your eyes, you're lying down, but you're still alive.
Then, how high up is the dragon?
Oh, he's 10 feet in the air,
Alright.
flying 10 feet above the surface of the water, having flown up a little bit after spitting fire at Ella.
Right, I would like to move to here.
Okay.
And then, let me just double check this quick. Yeah, okay, so that is... Yeah, cool. I'm gonna cast Bane.
On.
The Dragonborn and the Dragon.
Okay.
Up to 3 creatures within 30 feet.
What's the DC?
Charisma saving throws of 14.
Both fail. So yes,
So they
They
have
are-
a d4 subtracted from each of their rolls.
they are debuffed.
Saving throw.
Debuffed. Motherfucker, debuffed. Okay, Ella.
If you want to be a healer, you could always Sanctuary.
Can I move closer? So move down here,
Okay.
Yep. and then cast healing word at 2nd level on Sintyrr.
2d4 plus your wisdom modifier. And then, because you're life cleric, an additional 2.
$11.
Sintyrr, you have gone up to now 17, I believe.
Nice.
The dragon, as he deflects Kyro's blow, kind of says, "What are you?" And he snarls in frustration and moves away.
Attack of opportunity.
As
I
he does
will.
so, okay, roll an attack.
Oh. Do I have advantage?
No.
Aw, 11.
Good question, but the answer's no. He kind of deflects the blow, and as he does, he kind of raises his arms and incants. You have not seen the last of me. A portal opens, envelops the half-dragon, and he's gone. Arthrin, in Eirys' arms, kind of like gasps for breath. And with your help, he's going to make a strength check with advantage because you're supporting him, Eirys.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1. Good thing he had advantage. Oh, it's a natural 5. He tries to get himself up, and he just can't. He's fighting against the current, which is growing in speed by this point, and he's still there. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. The small dragon is going to... Yeah. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. As the dragon kind of sweeps past you, Eirys, it takes a bite attack in midair as it sweeps towards you.
Don't forget to -1 default.
Yes, absolutely. As it snaps as where you're lying, you're kind of kneeling down, grabbing Arthrin. It's going to take advantage because you're in a kind of exposed position.
Mm.
Oh,
I wouldn't dodge already.
You wouldn't have to worry about either of those. One is a 7, the other is an 8.
Or maybe I do.
So yeah, as you kind of see the dragon coming, you just kind of throw yourself to the ground and yank on Arthrin's arm. He's like, ow! And the dragon sweeps by 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. The dragon is flying around this cavern in midair. I'd say probably by now about 15, 20 feet in the air. Okay, dragon done. Eirys, what are you going to do?
Pull him up if I can. Natural 20! Oh yeah! Goes flying across the room.
Yeah.
He does it. I'd have like a -1 to strength, but I don't think that counts for natural 20.
A natural 20 is an automatic success at whatever you're doing. You just find yourself, within yourself, a reserve you didn't realise you had, and you pull, he leaps out of the water and ends up on his feet on the adjacent shore.
Hey! Okay. I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna get over here, please.
Yep.
Was that my action? That would be my
I would
action
say,
to go
yeah,
that
that
one
was
then.
your action.
I'm gonna stealth then. My bonus.
Yep.
18 plus and 28.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You kind of just fade into this wall, pushing yourself between that crevice. You can see everything that's going on. Perfect. Cool. Kyro, at the top of the order, there's a sound of shrieking from outside as you have been told indeed that this is a roosting place for Periton, as through the entryway into the cavern, 1, 2 more Periton fly inside, and as they arrive in, they see the dead body of one of their comrades. They shriek in sudden kind of rage and shock at seeing one of their own in this place, having been knocked down. They have joined the initiative order.
Oh, fun.
I was hoping you'd say they join it and see their dead thing and just leave. just veneration, but you know.
Hang on. Dex +1. Okay. So they join in with an initiative roll of 14. Okay. It's Kyro to act.
Okay, indeed. Alright, I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's easy enough with your roguish stealthiness to vault up there.
I'm guessing the dragon I can't deal with right now, so I'm gonna shoot a Periton with my bow.
Okay.
Ooh.
As you kind of prepare the arrow and knock it, you kind of your foot almost slips off of the edge of the ledge that you're on and spins wide. Sintyrr, welcome back to the world of the living.
Ha!
You're lying down.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get back up.
Carol also looks damaged, by the way.
It's true.
He also got hit.
And,
I suppose Ella also doesn't look good either, though. She got
And
also
I'm gonna go
She's alright.
heal Kyro since I'm up.
Who are you going to give a hero to?
I'm gonna go heal Kyro.
Oh, I see. 5, 10. You grab his leg from where he stands on the ledge and you cast. What are you going to cast?
Just lay on hands him.
Can that be the
Okay.
reason why I missed?
How many hit points? Yeah, I'll say that. As you prepare the arrow, your father grabs your leg and you slip and miss, and it's annoying. Sintyrr, how many hit points?
I don't know. How many do you need?
Just choose one.
Just heal until I'm not hurt anymore.
Make a guess, Sintyrr.
Yikes. Okay.
Like, we're in combat, so you don't really have time.
Have 7.
7.
7?
You heal by
Okay.
7 hit points.
Thanks.
Okay.
Does that work?
I mean, it's something, thanks.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't tell.
No, you
Sure.
don't have to apologize. I said thank you.
That's your action. Any bonus action?
I don't have bonus
Okay.
actions
Yeah.
currently.
As
What's
the
the
dragon,
dragon doing?
The dragon kind of like just is soaring around with its wingspan fully open, soaring around, and it kind of turns at the last minute and looks at you.
How high did you say it was?
About 15 feet off the ground.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. So, I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on it.
Ah, good.
What's the joke?
I believe it needs to be a bit grounded. Hey, dragon, what do you call a fly without wings? You call it a walk.
Charisma save, is it?
Nice.
It's wisdom save.
The dragon kind of like hovers in the air, and as it kind of like hears it feels the arcane energy take control of its body, it kind of goes. And then collapses to the ground. It is a prone boy.
One brave boy.
How do I say that?
It is prone and
Incapacitated, so we can just ignore it for now.
creature is incapacitated and able to stand up for the duration. So yeah, we've got 1 minute while it's like that. On each of its turns, it can make another save, and each time it's attacked, it can make another save.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's concentrate on Perrytons for the time being.
Okay, that's one hell of a cast. Ella.
Dragon is also baned, so it'll have disadvantage on those saves, I think.
Yes, it does. It does.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Has
I
one d4 off of each thing.
Yeah, it hella failed that save. Ella, what are you gonna do?
I am going to cast Sacred Flame on the little dragon thing.
Oh, okay.
I can't reach. I can't do anything with the Peritons, so. Oh,
Okay.
I can actually move. That's a good point.
If,
You could move. Move and hit the Perrytons.
I forgot about movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25? That's where you end up?
Yeah. Okay. And how close am I there? Oh, that's better. That's better. Really close. Okay. I am gonna cast. I'll stick with my Sacred Flame.
On the Periton now?
Mhm.
Dexterity save. It's a 6, it hits. Roll damage.
Ooh. I rolled a 2.
Add your wisdom modifier, so that's another 2, so it's 4.
4.
Yeah, there's a burst of light from within as it's already kind of pulled its flight pattern up and stopped its momentum from seeing its dead friend, and then it's like there's a burst of energy within it, and from between its wings, out of each of its vast feathers on each of its wings, a ray of light momentarily blinds the vision around, and it then looks at you and sees you. It knows you're there
balls.
now, and they're going to take their move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to... Oh, buddy. Have I just killed these guys? No, they'll be fine. It's dove at least 30 feet, so it's going to try its gore attack on you. Oh, wow. 23.
That hits.
Ouch.
3. Where are my d8s? 1, 2. Where's my third one? This is why you prepare in advance, James. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You suffer 15 points of piercing damage as it just rams its horns into you from a far distance, and as it does that, it follows up with a talon attack.
Oh,
16 to
shit,
hit.
man. Miss!
Okay.
You're gonna live!
As it does so, it follows up with it, and you feel the impact of the horns, and the adrenaline drives you to throw your shield up and bash away its feet. 5, 10, 15,
Please tell me Ella
20,
makes that noise.
25,
Yes, she does.
35, 40. That's just a Kyro. Kyro, same thing on you, buddy.
Alright.
23 again. That's
Ow.
you. You sustain. Oh, buddy. 20 points of piercing damage.
Awesome. That hits a lot.
Okay, he's going to follow through with a talon attack.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Just hits me.
Oh, buddy.
I'm down, probably.
8. 11
8.
hit points.
11. Oh, I'm defo down. I'm down.
Yep, Kyro gets knocked to the ground.
You're going
And
down.
Sucks.
Is, is heroism still active on it, or does it fade from an
Oh
unconscious
yeah,
body?
it is.
Yeah.
I would still be knocked unconscious though.
Okay. I'll say that the heroism is dispelled by the.
I didn't have enough
impact.
health.
What a roller coaster of emotions.
What is the game of emotions we play?
I wish someone could
Arthrin.
heal me. Alas.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Arthrin pops his bow down. He's not like happy with that anymore, and he draws his short sword. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He runs in beside Ella, just like, no, you don't, and hacks down. Oh yeah, that hits. It's a short sword, so that's a d6 plus your dex, my friend. Oh, buddy, my goodness, you've done quite well today, haven't you? I'm so proud. Does 8 points of damage, but not as much as he would have thought, because Peritons have resistant bodies. But it cuts across and goes and breaks away from Ella. He kind of looks over to you, is like, "Stay alive, okay?"
I plan to.
The dragon
Thanks.
is going to make his wisdom save. It's a 17.
Ooh.
Minus that 1d4.
Oh, you're right.
Aha!
You are right. -4?
He's still down.
Which means he's still down. Holy
Yeah!
crap!
You
He's
get another round.
that Bane, guys. Cast Bane on your enemies.
Yeah. Bane is good. It's a great debuff.
It's just cackling on the ground. Eirys.
How damaged does the dragon wormling look?
He's been hit by a thunderwave spell, but other than that, he's fine. He looks just basically a little bit frazzled around the wings, but the majority of his body, you look at the red scales, they're all intact.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna take a bow shot at this Puritan.
Okay. Yeah. As he kind of like
Thanks.
spears into Kyro, knocking him unconscious, you wait for the opening and you fire. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Whoops.
There's a 1 and a 2.
Okay, that's true.
But for my bonus action, actually, can I move up to, say here, please? Can I stay?
You
yeah.
can make
I'm
you can make
gonna
yeah, you can try and hide the event.
South. That's better. 26.
Oh yeah. No one can see you. Good.
That's
We're back
productive.
at the top of the order. Kyro,
Is there am I able to drop or nah?
what, to the ground?
No, I mean in turn order.
No.
Okay, saving throw it is.
It is.
I would like to hold my death save, please.
I don't know.
I'd like to stabilize myself, please.
I just know it's possible I might get healed on my next turn, but I won't be able to actually do anything, which is sad. Alright. 20...
Wait,
I didn't do that right.
That's a D20. Yeah.
There we go. 17, I saved.
You've knocked yourself in a way that kind of like somehow gets wind into your lungs, so your breathing hasn't been affected too much, but you're still unconscious. Sintyrr.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna heal him, obviously.
Do you have any
Is that a
spells
spell?
for that, by the
Is
way,
it?
or are you gonna just dump the rest of your...
I have spells. I have like cure wounds and cure wounds.
What do you want to do?
Okay, how much would I cure with cure wounds as opposed to my lay on hands though?
Yeah, look at the numbers.
Lay on hands is just a certain number of hit points. You now have 13 stored away because you used 7 of
Okay.
them. And cure wounds
So-
is a D8 roll plus your, for you, charisma, I believe. No, wait. You're a
Yeah,
paladin.
so
Are you a
it'd
paladin?
be
Yeah.
D8 plus 4 in my case.
You'd heal more with the 13, probably.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw you the rest of my lay on hands pool.
Okay. You grab onto your unconscious son and you pray to Elistrai for mercy, and as you do so, energy erupts through your hands into Kyro's body, and your eyes open. Kyro. Yell.
What is Yell going to do? The dragon's incapacitated, and he's focusing on that. He is going to draw his sword.
Yeah.
He can't really get past anybody to help with the
Yeah, you
attack.
can, because you can move through an ally's space. And there's a space right here if you want.
Your call.
Sup to you.
I could in theory.
You can just straight up move through Sintyr's space if you want.
That's true. Yeah, let's do that.
Gonna run straight through. You kind of vault
Yeah.
over Sintyrr as he's bending over Kyro's body, healing, and follow through with an attack.
As I vault over, I pull out the magic willy and slice down on the Peryton.
All right, go for it.
Nice.
Natural 18 plus 5, 23.
Roll damage, my friend.
8 total.
Yeah, okay. In one turn, my magic willy does more damage than, or as much damage as the other turns on the other friend combined.
Can I
So-
expend a bardic inspiration to make it a mobile flourish?
Yes, you can. Does that require another action?
No. No. So what it is if I make the attack, I can then add a d6 extra.
Okay, go for it.
An extra 4 points of damage, and my armor cost becomes 19 next turn.
Bloody hell.
Excellent.
You kind of jump
Sweet.
across, flourish down, with like
Also, you
a
probably
cut
aggroed at
down,
least
and
one
then
of
quickly
them.
flourish up with the sword, and it cuts deep, and there seems to be no resistance in the body of the creature. You don't know why everybody struggles with these things so much.
What the hell is the matter with you guys?
Ella,
They cut like butter.
Question
answer.
with my my channel divinity preserve life. Can that include me? If I cast it, can I include myself
Yeah.
in that? In the healing?
Yeah, you can.
I believe
Okay.
so. It depends on what it does. I don't remember it.
You can always include yourself.
Ah, fabulous, fabulous. Does Kyro look really beaten up or not too bad now he's healed?
See,
Kyro has
he
just
got
been-
how many?
13.
Like 13?
He's been knocked down.
He only
just...
has that many, so he still looks hurt, yeah. He's definitely bloodied, so he looks rough.
Okay,
He's just been gored by a
this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move away.
He's been burnt and pierced.
Okay. As you move away,
Because-
the Peryton is going to try and grab you. Natural 10 plus 5, 15. So as you
Miss.
step away, it grabs out with one of its talons, and you just flourish with your hand axe with the blunt end and knock it away.
Bad bird.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I want to kind of just get away a bit.
5, 10.
Right. And then I'm going to cast. I'm going to grab my holy symbol and cast Preserve Life.
Describe what it does. I don't remember. I've got to be honest.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and invoke healing energy that can a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you, and you divide those hit points among them.
Okay, so 5 times your cleric level is 20. 20 divided
20.
by 5. So everybody,
pretty good.
everybody
So I don't need
heals.
them.
Yeah.
I'm
So
the
you-
max, I don't need them.
You can
so-
actually split it differently. You don't have to target people who haven't been hurt.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm at full, so you can give my points to somebody else.
Arthrin is also full.
Okay.
So it's really just Kyro, Sintyrr, and you. So divided by 3,
So
however you
that's,
want.
I'll say 7 hit points each. You can have a bonus 1 on the house.
Oh, cool.
Everybody restores 7 hit points each. Kira, Sintyrr, and Ella.
Not bad.
Nice. I'm looking less bad.
Peritons! This one's like, you what, mate? And
You
It's-
are.
Oh, love you.
it's going to try and attack against Yell, because it's a wild animal and that's what it would do. It is I tell you what, it's an 18 to hit with its gore attack, and because of your
That
flourish,
misses because of my mobile flourish, my
Yeah.
defensive flourish.
Nice.
as you kind of you're still moving around as it tries to make its attack, and it occupies the space that you were a moment before, and it follows through with its talons, but you just kind of grab onto them and throw them away. This one is going to do the same thing on Arthrin. Oh, bloody Arthrin.
Whoops.
Oh, fuck.
Nat 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7 piercing. Talon
It's not at
attack.
full anymore.
Misses. 7 hit points of damage on Arthrin. He rolled super low for a crit with his gore attack, and for that reason, Arthrin is actually he isn't as strong as you people. That was a big hit for him, and he kind of feels it, and he shakes himself. He kind of picks up his sword and flourishes it around again and goes, help! And swings at the beast. 10. That will hit. Oh, buddy. It halves to 1 hit point of damage. It's flourishing.
Oh.
Okay. Dragon is still cackling on the floor. Guys, if
Saving throw.
this dragon wakes up, you're fucked.
Just ignore
It's
it.
a natural 1 on his save, so he's still there. Dragon's just like, he's having the time of his life. He's thinking this Periton attack is the funniest thing since sliced bread. Good. That's the dragon. Eirys.
Okay.
Time for a bear attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. Am I allowed to shoot over people?
I'm gonna
Or
say
get
that-
away?
The Peritons are bigger than us in flying.
Oh,
They
they're
are.
flying,
They're
so
kind
that's
of
cool,
hovering
right?
in the air, so they're a clear shot.
Okay. Well, let's hope this goes better than the last one.
Also, most of us are down a bit. Okay.
Oh, I'll take that. 21. 11.
Roll for damage, my friend. You're hidden, so take sneak attack.
Okay. 1.
Remember, that's 2d6, friend, not 1d6.
No, I remember this time. We're good. Okay. 5 add 4. 9 add 4 is
13.
13. Add 1 is 14. I finally did a different amount of.
Okay. Yeah, even though there is some repulsion from the creature's body, it still makes impact, and it still kind of reaches back and reclines. Cool. Do you want to do anything else?
I will go back into stealth if possible.
Go for
Let's
it.
have a look. 23.
Yeah, you're gone. You're invisible to the world.
Sneaky.
Hero,
Yeah, I want to hit the bird.
you get up,
So,
you swing.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13, you wouldn't believe it, just hits. Roll damage.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Okay, so it's 9 points of damage. I'm gonna try to hit it with my offhand. Oh, I crit with my offhand.
Cool, go for it.
So, that, and also sneak attack, because I do have advantage on this still. D6. Wait, we have 2d6 now, right?
What, on your sneak attack?
Yeah.
You've already done sneak attack, right? On the first hit.
Well, yeah, but I still have advantage on my offhand, because I'm flanking, right?
No, you're not.
You only get one sneak attack a turn.
Oh,
you
okay.
only get
My
one sneak
bad.
attack a turn. You need to calm down.
Okay.
Man.
Sorry.
It was
Just
it was
checking.
it was a kit. It was a
6
crit.
damage.
Yeah. Your offhand doesn't do much damage, but the blade in your dominant hand cuts across and does damage, and it's more than you thought it might be. It's this one is completely crumpling before the blades of Yell and Kyro. That's you, unless you want to do anything else.
No. That's all I
Sintyrr.
got.
Sintyrr, what's to do?
Oh man.
Arthrin's not looking good.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go heal him with my heals.
Okay, you've used all of your lay on hands points.
Yeah,
but you do
I'm
have spell slots.
gonna use Cure Wounds for that one.
Okay.
So that would be... Oh, good. It's 8 plus 4, which is
Oh, yeah.
12.
Yep. Okay. As you lay your hands on him and the magic energy flows in, the kind of rens in the front of his body just completely seal up, and he looks fresh as a daisy, good as new. What are you gonna do? Anything else?
I think I'm good. I can't
Yell.
really do much else.
Well, I have one thing left in my arsenal, spell-wise. And when you happen to know, there's 2 peritons right in front of me. And when you know I can make a 15-foot cube from any direction going outwards. They need to make con saves.
And they will do that. One
As I cast Thunder Wave.
The other fails. Max damage. Do it, boy.
Oh, beautiful. 16. Maximum damage on 2d8.
Oh, nice.
16. Holy fuck! What the one immediately in front of you just kind of like gets shocked through, and you can. It's almost like Star Wars when Force Lightning is applied. You can see the skeleton through the searing, thunderous energy coursing through its body. It collapses and dies. This one takes 16 points of damage, and oh my goodness, it is as brutal as it is on the other one. Both of them take a full brunt of the damage, and by some miracle, this one collapses onto the ground, still alive.
Okay, I'm going to take my bonus action,
Yeah.
and I'm just my dagger that I have strapped to my side. I'm just going to pull out and plunge into its face.
Is that a doable thing?
It's a bonus
yeah.
action. Bonus action offhand.
Ah, go for it. Yeah. Roll with advantage. It is fucked.
Okay, so that's an 18 to.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, so I just cast out the thunder wave in front of them, finish off the final verse to Immigrant Song as it does so.
Yeah.
Completely obliterating that first one, and just seeing this other one who's next to me still alive, I just turn to the side, quickly flip my knife around and stab it right in the forehead,
Yeah.
middle of the head.
It's like, and you're facing away from it, and you flourish around and push back with your left hand, and it just goes straight through its head, and it collapses. You turn to your friends, and there's something, friends, about Jarl's figure as he rises from decimating these 2 beasts that's a bit unnerving.
She looks excited about it.
The dragon
There isn't
bursts
that.
into rapturous laughter at the sight. Yell, that's your turn. Nice
Yep.
work. You just produce the most incredible turns of combat, don't you? Ella.
Should we try to capture this dragon?
I would like to seduce the dragon.
I mean,
Make
valued
friends.
by the enemy, so it means it's useful.
I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna move out of the way a bit.
Okay.
Yep. And then, seeming as though you guys got this all under control, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Roll a d8. Add your 2 bonus points of wisdom and 2 bonus points of life healing.
Are we about to bully Pile the Dragon?
11.
You heal 11 points, which is so nice. It's like cool balming oil is being drenched over the burns on your arms and neck. It's beautiful. Arthrin kind of like shakes himself. Oh my god, you guys are powerful. He kind of like turns and kind of walks along, looks at the dragon that's laughing. He's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? That's his turn. The dragon is going to make his save. Oh, it doesn't make it still. It's still lying. 10.
Well, it's just that funny.
It's just lying around in fits of laughter with terrible wisdom modifiers. As Eirys.
Oh, okay, wasn't ready for that so soon, but that's fine. I'm gonna get around to here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stab it a lot.
It's incapacitated, so you're rolling with advantage.
Alright, 14 and 16, so 16 plus 6. 22. There.
22
I see that
is
does.
a hit. Roll damage.
I'll use double
damage.
daggers.
Don't forget your sneak attack. Sneak attack. Sneak
1d.
attack. Don't forget your sneak attack. Don't forget sneak attack.
And then
Now you have to say that faster. That exact faster. Go.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's my main. Red is, no wait. Red's gonna be my main.
Do it. Kill him.
1 add 4 is 5. Add 4 is 9. Add 3 is 12. And with my other one, that's 4. 16 damage total.
16 damage. It does some damage.
A moderate amount of damage.
As you plunge the dagger into its side, it goes. It's going to make a save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buddy, it's still
So roll a
laughing, man.
minus
It's still laughing. Man alive. That's it. That's you, Kyro.
I'll move around this way. Over there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to hit it with my swords.
Okay. Don't forget the first one is your main.
Okay, 12.
It's also prone, so you get advantage.
Don't forget advantage.
Yeah.
So the first one, your main hand, misses.
Wow. Okay.
Your offhand, you can still roll.
Oh, oops. 15.
With advantage. 15.
Yeah.
As you kind of run around and brandish it around, Eirys gets a dagger in first, and the dragon thrashes wildly, and both of your blows just get thin air. Okay,
You didn't
He
take
just
damage.
backs
doesn't
up
make the
a bit.
save.
that's it. Sintyrr.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you gotta roll high to hit this thing.
Mm-hmm. It is a dragon.
Yeah.
So it'll be dragon scale, so at least an 18, right?
Oh man, like, how much health do you think it's got?
I didn't look at it.
I hit it with a
It's a harsh
22.
And I did 12 to it earlier with a shatter. So,
I'm-
assuming magical and non-magical are just as effective.
I'm gonna try to cast sleep on it, maybe.
Oh, okay.
You can wait a turn for that, but yeah, no, go ahead. We'll see what happens.
The
Why don't I?
the radius of sleep is 20 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to
I'll-
angle
I'll-
this very carefully.
Yeah.
Is there a way
And
that
I
you
can
can
have a
angle
nap.
this carefully?
I mean, we're immune to it though, because we're elves.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
So like,
Eirys isn't. Is that
I
right?
think
Yeah,
as a
but she
half
has
elf
the
I
feature
am.
still.
Half elf has Fey ancestry.
Yeah,
so
should be fine.
So yeah, I know they're fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Magic can't put me to sleep.
Roll to sleep.
Sleep, dragon, please. I don't want to have to kill you.
Well, I mean, we could do more damage to it and then you could sleep it.
Yeah, like a Pokemon.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna wait until I think it's damaged enough that sleep would definitely work.
Does it look bad yet?
Apart from the single wound that Eirys has inflicted on its side, the scales are still sheen. It's still looking fairly healthy. It doesn't look in masses of pain. It is in pain, but not
Maybe try coming up and smacking it.
It's taken what, 34 points of damage at the moment.
All right, so I basically announce, try to damage it enough, and then I can try to sleep it.
Sure.
Okay, is that your turn?
And yeah, I think I'll try to go up and hit it.
You move to climb up, but you get
Just
there.
kick it.
You can roll with
Can I
advantage.
non-lethally stab it?
You can stab it.
Non-lethally
Yeah,
smack
I
it.
know. Okay, so
Roll with advantage. It's prone. It's incapacitated.
all right. Well, okay, so I rolled a. What's my? It's a +5, so that's 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. All right. And that is an 11.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. So as you plunge your sword into the prone and writhing body of the dragon, it wriggles out, and as it wriggles out in pain, there's a twitch in its eye, and it starts cackling again.
Did it fail save again?
It did.
Yeah.
Yell.
Jesus!
Game's great.
I feel bad for the poor bastard. I'm gonna climb up and join in on the
We're
pummeling.
gonna Pokemon this
Okay,
dragon.
You can just about get my magic willy in between Sintyrr and the wall.
You just like poke it on through that gap.
I poke my magic willy in the gap.
Thank
and
you,
slut
good
start
of you to
attacking
do.
the dragon.
This naming.
We're just all ganged up kicking it, basically.
This is very bad.
Well, so 15 was the higher of the two, plus...
While I'm holding my Pokeball in one hand.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
It hits. Roll damage.
I'm going to spend another mobile defensive flourish.
Okay.
That is... plus 5 is 11, plus 3 is 14 points of magical slashing damage, and my armor class next turn is 18.
Cool.
Yeah, as you bring it down, it howls out. Oh, come on, buddy. This is a really good roll. But you've got Bane on you, for God's sake. Do you know what? Fuck you guys. As you plunge the weapon down into it, it kind of shrieks out, and then there's a kind of a lift of the haze from behind its eyes, and it suddenly narrows and looks around. It is
Okay,
back.
it's up.
It is back.
I
It's
think
still
we'll
got-
have to wear off.
In fact, no.
I don't think he found the kicking funny.
It's
I
still
mean, I can
alive.
understand why.
Ella, it's looking pretty beat up, guys. What are you gonna do?
Oh, everyone's
I think we're almost
around.
there.
Everyone's around it, aren't they?
Yep.
Nearly everyone.
Yeah, we had bully circled it.
I vote we go into non-lethal punching and kicking.
Can't really cast anything because someone could hit you guys.
Cast your book. Slam it down on top of it.
Nah, you don't have to.
You can still get it from the corners if you'd like to.
Also, doesn't the spiritual weapon float? So you could have the weapon above the dragon.
That's true. That is true. Oh yeah, why not? Let's cast it.
You're gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Mhm.
Okay. The spiritual weapon appears. Where are you putting it?
It's a good thing we didn't fight these guys yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just put it, like, hovering above it?
Yeah. Here it is.
Like, above the, yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it here, but it is just floating above the dragon. What does it say?
What does it say, Ella?
It says, gnomes are not for throwing.
Autobiography
I love
by
how
Ella.
this is like the medium for Ella's passive-aggressive like, communication to us.
That's glorious.
She's not mean, but she wants to get her point across, so she does it this way.
She wasn't happy about being thrown.
You gonna attack it?
I am, yes. We are gonna whack it on the head.
Roll with advantage because that thing is being ganked something fierce.
Also,
Oh, better. That is better. 22.
Hits,
Okay.
roll damage.
What am I rolling? What dice do I
I
roll?
did like that line of a cone for a breath attack pointing my way.
You know what's gonna happen.
Oh, I do. And I know exactly how I'm going to counter. Because I still have that for the day.
3.
Okay.
Bit rubbish that.
Someone
Yeah.
needs to jump on its back and like hold its jaws closed like a
I
crocodile
very
or
much
something.
considered doing that earlier, but then
He's
Pearson
angry!
showed up.
Arthrin kind of runs up and clambers up, and he sees like all of you guys
I'm
like.
gonna die.
Arthrin sees all of you guys like rolling over the dragon. He's like, guys, come on! Like, isn't this kind of overkill? The dragon turns and
Oh, no.
inhales, and Sintyrr, yell, Arthrin, dex saves. Arthrin, natural 1, fucking hell.
Oh.
So
Nat
you're gonna
19
get burned.
plus 3, 20.
Okay, so this time I got a 19.
Okay, you both save, so you're going to take half damage, but unfortunately, Arthrin's going to take all of this.
Oh, I would also like to Hellish Rebuke reaction.
Yep, okay.
So it needs to make a dex save itself.
It's a
Oh.
natural 10.
Natural
That's
10,
it.
it fails.
It fails, yeah.
Also, by the way, I take quarter damage for this, because Tiefling.
Oh, right, yeah. 22. How many hit points does Arthrin have? Oh, guys. So, Arthrin doesn't see the flame coming. Sintyrr and Yell, you take 11 hit points of damage each. Arthrin takes the full force of the flame as it kind of just... You both jump out of the way, and Arthrin gets smacked straight in full and frontal, and he gets knocked back. He collapses, slips down off of the side. He's guys. Arthrin has just been enveloped in dragon flame that has taken him to the point of death.
Shit.
He is badly burned. Like
So
badly
I
burned.
assume I take 6 points of damage, because
half
half
of it.
making the save, half for fire resistance.
22 halved is 11, half again is 5.
Wait, is
Oh,
Arthur
you
dead or
five.
unconscious?
He's
Unconscious, he's going into death saving throws.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
42
Because he's a
minus
companion.
5. It's 37.
He's got levels, he's allowed to save.
And the dragon takes 19 points of fire damage itself
Okay.
from my Hellish Rebuke.
As you reach down for the incantation and your eyes glow and you what do you say?
Cute. Have some back.
There's an explosion of fire that envelops the dragon's body, and you watch as it gets enveloped. It just keeps its eyes fixed on you, Yell. It keeps its eyes fixed and it licks its lips.
This is where the
Does
fun
not-
begins.
Gross.
It does not appear to have been affected at all. Eirys.
Oh, that's right, because it's fire.
24 to hit.
That hits.
That's
Roll
19
damage.
plus
Don't
6.
forget sneak attack.
I'm attacking with my rapier. Can I do my rapier and dagger?
You can use dagger with your offhand. So rapier
Okay,
is your main.
even if... Okay, I normally do dagger, so I wanted to make sure rapier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because then I can do more. I should have been doing this the whole time. Never mind. Never mind. Right, D8, 2. It's like a shopping list for the dice. 2d6, 1d8, 1d4. Oh, that wasn't that bad actually. Okay. 5 plus 4. 9, 12, 16, 19 damage total.
19 damage. Eirys, how do you want to do this?
Yes!
Are we killing?
Can I... I'm guessing it's kind of facing Yellen there after
It is,
its breath
yeah.
Can I, as it's kind of like doing the breath attack, assumably got most of it out of the system because of the damage,
Yeah.
can I just like stab it through the back of the head?
No,
Yeah.
no,
As
don't
it
kill
snarls,
it.
there's an explosion of fire around it as it snarls at Yell. Just like out of its left eye, a rapier blade comes out, skewering the eye. It comes back, and the dragon collapses, dead.
I mean, Kyro's not gonna do anything on his turn, so if Sintyrr really wants this thing to live, he could heal it and sleep it.
I have one spell slot.
Oh, well then you can't do anything.
I can't.
I
could
would
ask
like
for
to start
help.
harvesting scales.
But also there's a companion on the ground.
It's
Yeah.
alright, I'm there.
Arthrin seems to have landed in a relatively comfortable position. Ella, you're going to run across. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You get there?
Okay.
What do you want to do? We're out of combat order, I'd say. But yeah, what are you
I
going to
would
do?
like to
Can I,
start.
Can I-
bodies?
Can I try to do like a medicine check on the dragon to try to resuscitate it, I guess?
Make a
I
medicine
was gonna
check.
Start pulling up scales.
Yeah, you kind of
dragon
move,
if it
you move
comes
forward,
to.
and Sintyrr kind of like just like gets in your way and kind of like moves your hands around its neck. Make a medicine check.
Alright.
Ella, what healing spell are you going to do?
Ah, I crit! I
Is
crit
he-
at medicine!
Okay. You know what? God damn it! For that, you kind of like
I
you
imagine it
deduce
stabilizes.
you deduce it's dead. It is so totally dead, but it's still kind of warm. You can certainly try. A natural 20 means that you can try to resuscitate it.
Okay, what does that mean? What do I roll? What do I do?
Means it's not a spell heal. It's oh my goodness, Paladin. You pray to Elestray for the soul of this creature. Make a religion check.
Yeah, okay. So he's just like, this is just a child. It doesn't know anything other than fighting and fire, and it's too young to even know that it's being evil right now. It's no better than me or my son or any of us in the dark, you know?
Roll religion.
Okay. And that is a 19.
You call out into the dark, but nobody came. The body of the dragon, as it lies in your hands, your arms start to feel the weight. It gets heavier. You lay it
You
down.
could always use a spell.
I have a cure wounds, but I can't guarantee that it won't try to kill us right after. He would do it anyway, though.
Yep.
He's a dumb boy.
I mean, Kyro still has his turn, so he can just, like, smack it on the back of the head non-lethally.
What do you
Okay,
wanna do?
yeah, he's gonna cure wounds on it.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be. Oh wait, that's a D8 plus 4, so that's okay. That's 7 plus 4, which is 11.
You feel that
Now-
as you say the healing word, you feel the energy go from your form into the body of the dragon, and nothing happens.
Okay, I did everything I could at this point.
Oh.
Can I start descaling it now?
And I'm leaking kobold.
He feels really upset about all this. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's just kind of sitting there now.
I give Arthrin 8 points of healing.
Arthrin, guys, Arthrin is pretty horrendously scarred. His clothing has been completely burned away, and there are huge welts across
No! My
his
investment!
chest and across his upper arms. His face seems to have been mostly spared, but this horrendous scarring from the lower part of his neck
He can
downwards.
join the club.
Yeah.
And he, as the healing energy goes from Ella into Arthrin, he kind of opens his eyes. He starts crying.
I'm gonna get up and go over there because that's something I can do.
I'm
So
going to
maybe
start
go help him.
harvesting the dragon.
I say to Sintyrr, we need to get him back to the temple.
Yeah. Can I try to do a medicine check on him to just try to help in some way?
Yeah, medicine check him. Yeah, I'll make a survival check.
Uh, 16 plus survival, 18.
You
There's not
harvest.
touching it.
You harvest
That's
what is considered to be a good quality dragon wormling skin.
Sweet.
I'll get back to you later on when I've had time to think about it, about what it means, what it can be used for, or how much it's worth.
It's a dragon hide.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
Dragon wormling hide.
Is that an
Alright,
official item?
so-
Can you?
No.
No.
I'm just going to add it to my Parrington Atlas.
Okay.
I'm sure you could turn it into something later.
It can be.
Yeah.
The dragon wormling is still fairly large, right?
I got an
Yeah.
18 at medicine.
All you know is Dragon Flame is just ridiculously powerful. He's taking the full brunt of a fire breath attack.
Yeah,
he's lucky
yeah,
he's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
And he's in quite considerable pain. Moving him from here to the temple is going to be a long, arduous, painful process.
Is there anything I can do to relieve his pain in the meantime?
Do you have any other healing spells?
I have nothing.
Oh, Ella, you're so cute.
I rummage in my bag.
Does anyone have aloe
I've got
vera
healing-
or something?
I've got a healing potion.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna take the lid off and shove it in his mouth and make him drink it.
A general healing potion is 2d4 plus 4 healing.
2d4.
Yeah. So you can roll 2d4 and add 4 to it.
Add 4. Okay. Come on. Oh, okay. 9.
Okay, as you do that, let's say 9.
Not bad.
Yeah. It seems that there's something in the concoction of this potion that kind of flows through his gullet into his stomach, and as it does, as he swallows, there are lines of white light that run very close to the surface of the skin amidst this horrible burned surface, and the red diminishes in intensity, and the furrow in his eyes, his eyes are closed, and his face is scrunched up in pain, and it softens considerably.
How does that feel?
Am I alive?
You're alive.
Yeah, you take a rest. Like the magic heals your body, but you gotta take a break after going through something like that.
He kind of sits up. He winces in anticipation, but the pain is not as intense as he thought it might be. He kind of moves himself up to sit and sits against the ledge and leans back. His clothes are pretty wrecked, guys.
Ella, you didn't get the mending cantrip by any chance?
No, afraid not.
Okay, no.
I mean, we could just mend it by hand, probably.
I'm gonna give him my shirt or something.
You're gonna take off your shirt.
I'll just go around without my shirt on. I don't care.
Pyro's like Twilight style.
Don't you have like a cloak?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That too.
It strikes you.
That'd probably be better.
In fact,
If he's being handed a shirt, I can use prestidigitation to warm it for up to an hour. So it's like having a hot water bottle on it.
Aw.
You didn't think to do that in the cave.
you
It was freezing
you
cold.
didn't think to do that at all on your journey up this massive mountain.
He like was dying of hypothermia.
Presentation.
Listen, I got this recently.
Okay.
Okay, we'll let you off.
As in, I got it last session, right at the
All
end.
right, that's okay then.
Okay.
You guys, are you going to take your shirt off, Sintyrr?
I mean, like, is
I
it
was just
necessary?
thinking that.
Wow,
I mean, is it necessary to like a fully
Can I-
clothed man? Because if it is, then I will take off my shirt.
Make an
Can I
intelligence
just put my
check.
cloak around him and?
Yeah, Eirys, you sweep off your cloak, you put it around, he kind of shudders. You're kind of kneeling down on the ledge above him, and you just kind of lower it on and then drop it. He kind of looks up. Oh god. I thought I was gonna die.
I
But
mean,
you
you
did.
get out of debt that easily.
Yeah. Arthrin levels up.
Scary.
Da-da-da-da! And like I have like a look of empathy because I almost died of dragonfire today too. Like, come on.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
The fire
rolled
didn't
a
hurt that much, you guys.
21 to loot the kobold
Yeah.
bodies.
21.
And like
Okay.
Investigation.
like Arthrin looks how I feel.
You discover
What dear?
You know what he
23
says that
silver
like you
pieces
look
and
how I
17
feel.
bronze.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
23 silver
silver.
pieces, 17 bronze. Arthrin kind of looks up at Sintyrr and says, "Right, I mean, respectfully, you look fine. I've just been fucking permanently scarred by a dragon." Oh god! And he kind of tries to move himself up to his feet and winces as he pushes himself on. The cloaks around him.
Can't say any. I don't think any of us expected to find and fight an actual dragon. And
I mean, we could have not.
Mm-hmm.
You kidding me? Are there no dragons below the surface? Do you not know that they're tyrannical beasts of death and destruction? You find a dragon, you run.
If we'd run, that would have become a much bigger dragon.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like they were going to keep it in this cave for.
it sounds like they wanted it to make this cave into its lair, which seems
You've heard
like
the
it
stories,
seems like they were a little hard pressed for lairs. This doesn't seem like a lair a fiery beast would want to live in, personally, if you're asking me. But
You know why that
Yeah.
temple on the top of the mountain exists, don't you, Arthrin?
I
You've
know
heard
what
the
Sintyrr
stories?
said. Yeah.
And that's what we
Yeah.
stopped today.
what's more worrying is the fact that Zendron and that party were meant to have killed all the dragons and fought some gods, but that was a dragon. They're not gone.
Oh shit.
And what if there are others?
Then that means I get to make a pretty necklace out of their scales.
How can
Let's
you be so
take
sure?
things one at a time. Well,
Because sometimes you need to laugh, because crying just hurts too much.
there's a point where the jokes start becoming, you know, self-defensive in a way.
Ha! You are hitting a nail on the head.
By the way, 2 Periton flew into this cave earlier. This is probably their nest, and we should probably move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I'm all for us going back to the temple and having a hot meal and resting for a while. How about you
DM
guys?
question.
What's your question, soldier?
The hill back to the temple.
Yeah.
Is it possible I could fashion a sled out of a dead Periton?
Oh my
Why?
god, RB.
You could. You just need rope and tie
Make
around
a
the
nature
antler and you
check
got a
to see
sled.
if you can deduce it.
Some
Make a survival check to
bones
see if you can do
and-
it.
And all you gotta do is
And
tie
we
rope
all
onto the antler.
slay away into the sunset.
So nature and survival, yeah?
Yeah.
Nature.
The nature check first. Tell me about it, because it might be that you can't figure it
Nature
out.
is 14.
Yeah, oh man, you don't know how it would work, but you can
Damn it.
try and just like
Put
the
rope
most
on
the
the
most you, the
antlers.
most you can do is just like try and like break the wings into a kind of motion and then just stave in the rib cage so you can sit in it.
I was thinking just like jump on the dead body and use the antlers. You know.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can
That's what I was
certainly
thinking.
try. You can make a couple of athletics checks to see if you can pick up a body. They're big beasts.
I'm
pick-
pretty
to-
strong.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
does this dragon body
Natural 20 on
seem
the
too
athletics.
heavy to lift?
The dragon has now been its outer layer of hidish skin has been cut off and removed quite deftly and quite competently by Yell. Yell is now heaving a Periton on his back like a boss. It looks fine. It will last he'll carry it up to the maelstrom pool.
Don't forget the heart we got earlier.
Yeah, we're gonna take that.
As I start walking back up and around.
Yeah. You guys make your way back up.
But wait, what? I wanted to know if the dragon body was like carryable. How big is it?
It's the size of like slightly bigger than a pony sort of size.
Okay, I'll just take the head then.
Okay,
And I just have to cut it.
make an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. 23?
That hits.
Okay.
Make a damage roll to see if you can sever through the.
15?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have its
Cool.
scales anymore, so.
Yeah, that's true. You just hack through and in one hit, the head just comes lopping off the body.
I just realised I never got hit. I didn't get to find out what my armor did. I
True.
was too... The only thing that damaged me was the fire.
I mean, if you want, I could hit you with my sword.
You know what? I've got the health for it. As long as it's sneak attack.
And I mean, you know I'm coming, right?
Sure.
He attacks.
I'm not
oh,
healing
no.
anyone else.
Kiro's
I've got
gonna
30
attack
seconds,
Yell.
it's fine.
I don't think Yell's trying to avoid it. I think Kiro is
I'm
intentionally
like,
trying to
"Get
use his armor. He's gonna use his not magical weapon.
Okay. You're actually gonna do it. Okay.
Do I have to roll to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he's not trying to avoid it. I got a 14.
My armor class is 15.
I mean, that
Oh,
hits
okay.
the armor, though, which is the point.
If you're deliberate, I think actually armor class is like you're trying to get out of the way of attacks, aren't you?
But he's not trying to.
I consider 10 to be like rolling well enough to hit, and then anything above 10 in armor class being like protection or being able to get out of the way.
Well,
Okay,
technically,
s-
the scale mail would be a 14. Just because of
Okay.
the protection. And
Oh,
so
I
the
see.
14 would hit.
Yay, it
Okay,
hits.
plus 1.
Okay. So you can.
I'm
read it
glad
as
I
a
was
spell,
able
guess.
to hit an immobile target.
Hang on, wait. You is scale mail 14?
Scale mail's 14, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't actually hit you.
Oh.
So what
the
happens
blade,
though?
the blade impacts with the armor, and it's good. It's like a Yell from your experience of combat that's a good old thrust. It should be piercing the armor, but it somehow manages to repel the blade away.
Sweet. This looks like it's not any ordinary scale. Because that should have gone right into me. Anybody want what I'm going to guess a slightly enchanted and now slightly used scale mail?
I happen to know somebody right now in need of armor.
Very good point.
Arthrin kind of stumbles around behind, just try and slow down, all right? Oh,
Yeah, don't worry, we're not in a hurry.
I stand next to him and I walk with him and hold him up and stuff.
thank you.
Can I take the armor from Yell if that's okay?
I'm like halfway through trying to get it off at this point. Kind of like stuck in trying to get the shirt off. Just.
Can
I
I
stand in front of you with my arms crossed, looking impatient.
Can I just help? Can I help take off his armor?
Yeah, you step forward. And
I
you
do it.
Yell, you're taken aback as Kyro approaches and helps you by unfastening the belt and just yanking on the shirt until it goes over your neck and head and shoulders.
One enchanted scale mail for those who use it.
Can I walk over to Arthrin? Put this on.
I mean, I'll do it because I have it.
Really?
And I put my leather armor back on.
Okay.
I mean,
As long as you don't need to be quiet.
is this like
or
a
flexible.
loan or something, Eirys?
it's not mine to own. It's Yell's.
Does that mean this armor I'm wearing that you bought me, I can give it to you and then we're even?
You can keep it.
I don't.
All right. So he takes the scale mail armor. He takes off. He's already been bought scale mail armor, I believe. Was it the scale mail armor that he's wearing, or is it leather?
No, it's leather.
It's
Studded.
leather.
I was under the impression.
I changed my mind. I
it was-
want it.
Okay, so he takes off. I think it is studded leather that you bought him because it was worth 30 gold pieces. And he
Would
goes.
it fit Eirys? Is it like a multi-purpose armor?
It can be adjusted. You know, it's
Okay.
a fair side. As he takes off that studded leather armor and hands it over, he takes the scale mail armor and he puts it on. And as he pulls it over and it fastens it, it seems to fit Arthrin more naturally. And as he kind of puts it over the horrid scars that he's picked up from the dragon fire, it glows a red, as if it's reacting to being near something that's just been exposed to such dragon flame.
Huh.
And he kind of looks up and is like, oh my god. This is the coolest shit ever.
It suits you.
Thanks.
You look good.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Scale Mail Club.
He kind of extends a hand and you clasp, like doing a little high five sort of thing.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Yeah.
Before we cross the river, does anyone want to take?
Say again?
Does anyone want to take a short rest while we're here? Catch our breath.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm fine.
I'm game for
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
may as well.
Fine, but some of you are looking rough as shit, so
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
don't
fair.
sugarcoat it.
I never
I
do.
mean, we can just eat those peritons.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
everyone will get an extra 1d6 of additional hit points on hit dice they spend.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be singing a song of short rest.
A 1d6a, do you roll it or do we?
6,
You roll it.
7, 8.
Okay.
Arthur's going to roll his new hit points for reaching level 3. And he has got the...
How do I roll a hit die on? Ah, short rest.
Let's see. I'll do 2d8. I guess I'll do. Yeah, I'll do.
I don't even know to. I don't even need to roll my d6 extra.
Okay. So yeah, I actually need to do a proper character sheet for Arthrin, guys. I need to properly keep track of him. Good. So is anybody else going to take any more healing during a short rest?
Yeah.
I used one of my die.
I got
Yeah,
6
I
HPs.
did as well. I'm now up to 20.
I'm at 42 out of 42.
You spend an hour sitting at the shore of this great mystical lake, watching the water swell around to the maelstrom below, and you reflect on the battle you've. You reflect on the fight that you've just had, how dangerous the opponents you were truly fearsome, and in what you have done.
Not difficult. Susceptible to laughter. Good to know.
Remember that for next time. As Arthrin looks in, he kind of wonders out loud. I wonder where that leader went.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he said, I'll see you again, so I can only assume we'll see him again. And then we can try to kill him again.
well, we'll be ready for him.
Hmm.
Do you feel like he was pulling his punches?
What?
You cut out.
Do you feel like he was toying with us? Or
Not really.
you
I
think
feel
was-
like he was running.
Definitely running. If he was toying with us, he would have taken the dragon with him.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Either that, or the dragon didn't actually mean that much to him in the first place.
Maybe he has like a bunch more or something.
Let's not think about that.
It would explain why he was so willing to let that one go.
Well, yeah, I think we should start preparing for the possibility of dragons in the future.
Oh,
I think we
God.
should pass
There's
this
also those
information on to
gnolls.
people who fought dragons before. Not
Yeah, we should head
humans.
back to the temple.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's move. You guys make your way out through the spider webs, through the bodies of the orcs, half buried in their own shit. You make your way out over the way. Arthrin,
Gross.
despite having taken such a huge blow thanks to the healing magic and filled with confidence because of the armor that he's now wearing, that's still glowing red. Oh yeah, there's something I also need to do a retcon on. Yell,
Hmm.
when you took fire damage before, you didn't take 5 hit points of damage. You took 2.
Oh. Oh.
You guys make your way back to the
Oh, that would have been good to have known.
Oh,
Oh,
it
well.
didn't matter. It was the end.
No,
of it was
no,
the
no.
end of the fight.
I would still would have, handed it out, but
I appreciate that. I'm sorry that was my bad. I forgot about the
Whoops.
prophecy of the armor.
I took an 1/8 of the fire damage.
Half a quarter.
Pretty good.
I
That's right.
really would have gloated. Everybody
Yeah.
that bad. What are
It
you
really
guys
didn't
complaining about?
Really didn't hurt that much. Anyway, you guys make your way back to the Trinstone Temple. It's now been a good 2 days. It's now well into the night of the second day. It's almost been over 48 hours, including that rest. You actually get back at the dead of night, and you guys bang on the door twice hard. Nothing happens.
Kamatoji.
Boom, boom, echoes around. And from deep within, you hear a thaumaturgy from the other side. Oh my god! We're trying to sleep! And a quieter
In
voice.
which case, I thaumaturgy the door open.
You try, and the door holds closed. But the other impact, and like there's a voice of Zendron from the other side. Give me a second. The door opens itself, and gently opens. you guys step inside. It slides shut behind you as you walk in, and Zendron is there.
sliding door. That's why I did
Zendron
not-
is wearing a almost like an Ebenezer Scrooge style dressing gown with a kind of duffel hat with it's like a Santa hat, but it's dark. It's like a single piece with like a blue kind of toggle float kind of hanging down over his face, over the front of the face, and he's holding a candle. He looks very Ebenezer Scrooge-esque, and he kind of goes, "Ah, welcome back. My
Dragon
goodness.
Scrooge.
You look stronger."
Yeah,
We fought a
it's
dragon.
probably because we fought a dragon.
Yell starts
What?
flexing. You noticed?
He's
You gotta-
Kyro's gonna
I mean, like a baby
show the
dragon.
head.
Oh wow! You get the head out of your pack and hold it up, and he's like, "Holy shit, biscuits!" And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh,
That's it.
we were having so much fun.
I didn't get to talk to Eirys, no.
Aw. Oh well.
You guys have fought bravely and done very, very well. Man, I keep on underestimating the amounts of lethal damage you're capable of doing. You did really
It's
well.
a combination of luck and skill.